You're upset tonight? No, I'm just kidding. All right, that's good. That's good. Let me refresh this. All right, the Texans took the ball right down and scored on their opening possession. And the Eagles. Of course, when you're 7-0, they figure to be terrific. And all picked in the second round back in 2020, the COVID year. All right, 1st and 10. Takes the snap here, surveys. Hurts throws, and it's incomplete, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. What's up, Fernando? Thanks again, man. I appreciate the donation. You're too kind. Let me open shit back up here. Dun, 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 dun. Pretty crazy. I can't believe the what's up, Nicholas? Can't believe the Texans took in first points. Oop. Clicked on the wrong stream. Oh well. Now I can leave a like on my other account for Amir. That's 2 likes for Amir's stream tonight. Look at me, I'm a great friend. That's double likes for people. Even if I don't watch the stream, I'll leave a like. Just a reminder to make sure you guys leave a like. It'll help the stream out right away. See a few people in here. Texans scored. Yep. Just imagine. I would be very shocked if this happens. If that happens. If Houston wins this game, I honestly don't know what to say. Super unpredictable. Yeah, I mean, I would say the NFL is impossible to predict this year. It's a crapshoot at that point. Good call there by the officials. Boy, Goddard, you know, I would put him right up there with some of the elite. All right, cool. In the NFL, a lot of people talk about 1st and 10. Goddard right there with him. Feels like this stream is like way behind for some reason. Is what it is. Running his way over the left side goes Miles Sanders up to the 21-yard line. 2nd down and 6 coming up. Good season for him, averaging almost 5 yards per carry. This probably won't be a thing because it was long ads. Vision is on the linebacker. If that linebacker chases the back, then he'll throw the slant right here. I think he feels that he's holding position, so he hands it off. There's a lot of those games that'll happen tonight. And they could have picked that one off. Goddard was free in the middle, couldn't get it into his hands, and it will be 3rd down and 6 for Philadelphia. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Honestly, hate Amazon Prime for Thursday night. I don't hate that it's on Amazon Prime. I just wish that they had gotten better games. Yeah, thank you, Fernando. I appreciate that, man. You're too kind, man. Thank you for the other one earlier too. That's you're too polite. Thank you. 3rd and 6 play coming up here. Hurts gonna throw, and that's the problem. Houston's defense is kind of shitty. It's just like, oh well, they can get him a couple times, but that 3rd time seems to be a nightmare. Yeah, some of the games this year have been, it's been bad. Yeah, I don't know why they would. Yeah, there's no reason to have scheduled this one.
Happy Thanksgiving, turkey, maple leaf, dinner, even though a bit early.
I always like that thing talks. Go Texans, even though I don't also. I mean, good luck. I mean, hey, you guys put points up early, so that's always a big plus. It'll be 2nd down in about 8, maybe 7, depending on where the hell that went out. Yeah, an 8. 8 minutes to play here in the 1st quarter. 7-0 Texans lead. It's amazing how they've adjusted this offense to more of what Jalen Hurts does well and more naturally. He's played in. Oh, you got to get what, like for Christmas? Crema? It's almost my favorite time of year when I get to watch the Shannon Sharp clip of him saying "Merry Christmas." It's one of the. If you look up Shannon Sharp saying "Merry Christmas," it's great. The Eagles have the easiest schedule. Yeah, I don't really care about that. As long as they win, that's the most important thing. And they've dominated this easy schedule. Like, there's a difference between just being the beneficiary of easy play, and there's also just kind of beating the dog shit out of your competition too. Now that was a false start. Surprised that wasn't called. First down for the Eagles. Very surprised that wasn't called as a false start. Oh, this looks broken.
He's gotten out early a couple times. That time it was really early. I'm surprised they didn't call that one.
Oh, Eagles going no huddle. Hurts looks, throws, gets a completion, and that'll be 2nd and 1. All right, for sure, Fernando. Thanks for tuning in, man.
This is what they like to do, especially when they start to pick up some conversions. They really like to crank the tempo right up the wheelhouse of Jalen Hurts going back.
Yeah, it's one of them things where I don't personally ever like to hold a schedule against a good team. Like, yeah, you can kind of be like, well, we'll see how they perform in the play. Like, sure, you can have reservations, but it's also like, yeah, but I mean, if they're dominating these bad teams, like they don't even belong on the same field, then I don't think, yeah, that was a false start. Houston's defense is so bad, almost as bad as them. Yeah. Well, the Lions, at least the Lions have good pieces on their defense that they can build around Okudah, Malcolm Rodriguez, Aiden Hutchinson. Like, those are actual foundational defensive pieces going forward. I don't know anybody on Houston's defense. Derrick Henry was? Yeah, I mean, he's Houston's whole, Tennessee's whole offense. Oh my goodness, number 5 almost had a pick. I'm like low-key rooting for Houston in this game, but like I'm not rooting for, like, do you know how that works? I think everybody is. We're all kind of like, anybody who's not an Eagles fan is kind of like, we would like to see Houston win, I think, right? Unless you have a bunch of money, then you're probably like, no, I would not like to see fucking Houston win this game. Actually, Robert, be like, hey, don't call me Robert. That's my slave name. And my name actually isn't even like legal. I think it's like legally Rob. No, I'm just kidding. That'd be pretty good. I should do that though. I don't think my dad would like that. I'm very specifically named. The Titans are nothing without Henry, but Mike Vrabel deserves all the respect in the world for how well. Yeah, 100%, Nicholas. I agree on that. But yeah, they go as Derrick Henry goes. Another first down for the Eagles. This drive's going to result in points. What's up, Daniel? 5 minutes to play here in the quarter. Eagles also taking a good chunk of the clock away. This has been a weirdly good game. I thought this was going to be like just awful. Oh, the AFC South. Yeah, that's the Titans division. 100%. They're 5-2. I don't think people realize the Titans are 5-2. And I think they're about to go 6-2. A lot of people have the Chiefs winning that game, but what's Patrick Mahomes' career record versus the Titans? Someone let me know. Especially in the regular season. I know he beat him one time in the playoffs, but let me know about that regular season record. Get back to me. Also, let me know how his performances versus every other team is. And let me know how his performance versus the Titans are. Just let me know those 3 things. Let me know those 2 things. And I'll tell you why I don't think the Titans are. I don't think it matters what the Titans do on offense when it never does. They beat the Chiefs like 24-7 and shit. When they had Tyreek Hill. Like, I'm not playing games with anybody. Like, I'm not trying to be funny or cute or anything. It's like, I think Mahomes is like 0-4, 0-5 versus the Titans with like bad numbers. Like, of all the teams, it's just like he's the kryptonite. Like, his kryptonite is the Tennessee Titans. Specifically, like Mike Vrabel. It's just, no, I don't know. Oh boy! Oh, down to the 4. Texans always had a formidable opening drive. Yeah, I mean, if they can stick with that drive, they can fuck around in this game for a minute. I don't know if they can keep up, but like, you know, they can try. How we doing on likes and everything? Hopefully everyone's left one because this stream's struggling. All right, we're up to 6. That's pretty bad, but you know, that's not too bad. If you haven't left one, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out tremendously.
whether he handed that ball off or not from the backside, he said
Stream's going nowhere.
he's going down. Nice play, Desmond King. Very aggressive, plays a lot of nickel, but they'll move him.
I guess I've only been live for like 10 minutes though. We had a big old stream about that yesterday, but ultimately I thought it was pretty solid. Good historic. We'll see how it plays out. I think it could be a sign of a there was a sack, and then they get all the way down to like the 2-yard line.
We talked about tackling.
Yeah, that was good that was good play call in Houston defense. But now it's like, what is it, 4th and goal or 3rd and goal?
But again, he's able to give
Was that a goal line stand?
center of gravity, but guys got to wrap up.
Kelsey's trying to drag him
Yeah.
that last yard or so.
The Lions are stupid trading. I don't think it was stupid to trade Hawkinson. He wasn't going to resign long term, and they just got 4 picks out of a tight end. 3rd and goal, sorry. That was a 2nd down play.
3rd and goal on the ground.
That's in. That'll be a touchdown.
Just outside the 1. So
Damn, they held it all the way up. That's not in?
4th and goal, going for it here. Coming up the 18th play of a drive that's taken 7.5 minutes.
How's that not a touchdown? Nope, hold on a second. I guess they said he was down. I don't...
You brought up, hey, they are defensive.
All right, I guess. All right, whatever. 4th and goal. I mean, they're at like... They didn't give him any yards either. Like, what happened? It's a weird spot. Oh, well, he's in anyway now. Okay, whatever. All right, now they score the touchdown. And it'll be a 7-7 game here in moments with about a $1:30 left, a $1:33. So 1:33 left here in the opening quarter. It's a 7-7 game. Yeah, dude, if Houston would have just been able to hold right there, that would have been the craziest fucking opening set. I venture people to be a little cautious about the Carolina's offense, especially PJ Walker and their passing offense. Please do remember that the Falcons have no defensive backs. Just please remember this. A lot of people have the fucking Falcons beating the Chargers for some reason. I have to tell you guys, who the fuck is going to stop Justin Herbert throwing the football? PJ Walker looked like an actual god against the Falcons. What do you think Justin Herbert is going to look like against the Falcons? Just a little question for you. A little hypothetical, you know? Sucks we lost Chase Claypool. I mean, you guys got good picks, though. You got a 2nd round back. Yeah, it just wasn't working out, though. Something was going wrong in Pittsburgh with Claypool. It's a commercial break with 1:33 to play. A commercial break here. I'll unmute it as soon as it pops back on. The score is 7-7. It's in it's in New England, I believe. I'm pretty sure there's going to be no Jonathan Taylor, and I don't think Sam Ellinger's playing. I don't know what the Colts are about to do. If we lose, this shit's going to be very embarrassing. Jacob, I'm a Cavs Steelers fan. Hey, it's nice. I need Herbert to give me points, but I picked the Falcons because the Chargers' run defense is terrible. In a situation like that, I would put my money on the Chargers, having figured out that a one-dimensional team they can actually probably stop. That being said, I picked up Kyle Pitts because I'm pretty sure... we're going to get revenge on the Colts. You don't understand what like Patriots fans are hoping will happen. We don't like this fucking football team. I hope we destroy the Like, I hope we finish that team. I'm talking like dagger to the throat. Frank Reich gets fired after the game. Oh, dude, I'd love the fuck. I'd be like, oh, this is beautiful. We killed him. Thank you. I'd take a bow on that one. I'd be like, that's the whole season. Don't give a. We could lose out 5-12. I wouldn't even complain. I'd be like, yeah, we ended the Colts. Don't give a shit. We ended them. We made them miserable. Yeah, I'm all about just beating and messing up seasons now. I don't care. Patriots season ain't gonna. I didn't have us in the playoffs anyway. If we make it, we're gonna lose in the wild card again anyway. We're not quite there yet, but It'd be fun to mess some seasons up. If we can beat Dolphins and make it so they don't get in the playoffs, that'd be even better. Do you think the Bears made the right decision? Yep. I think all the trades the teams made that weren't contending were good. I've never understood a bad team holding on to a good player. That's one of the things I hope is a paradigm shifter. I hope this trade deadline signals that the NFL is adopting aspects of the NBA where a bad team won't hold good players hostage anymore. I hate that shit. I'm like, good. I'm so glad these players are going somewhere good, and these shitty teams are getting draft picks so they can, like the middle draft picks, so they can build a better football team. Because teams like the Lions have good front office now. Like, so I don't hate these moves. Do you yep. Our play caller, Matt Canada. Yeah, he got fired, I heard, right? Oh, dude. Yeah, with no Jonathan Taylor, I'm excited. We actually stand a chance. There's the kickoff. It'll be at the 25, 1st and 10. Against a really good Colts defense, too. Colts don't have that good defense this year. That's the only problem, is their defense is actually kind of sticky. But they're nothing compared to the Jets. Very few teams will have a defense that we just played. The motherfuckers are awful to deal with. That Jets defense is really good. If you haven't played or watched a Jets game yet this year, go watch that defense. Holy shit, that's like in 2 years. Oh, if they don't blow that whole thing up because they kind of just do that for some reason in New York.
No, they did not.
The one thing I would say is I think he was.
Yeah, that's the right way to put that.
After being called down, but
yep. That's literally all they need is a quarterback, and then it's a problem. The whole AFC East is really good right now. And if you think the Patriots aren't good, all right, play a shit game against them. What do you think will happen? Not a single team in the AFC East is under 500. Isn't that wild to think about? How'd that happen? Remember how all offseason I kept saying the AFC beast, and everybody thought I was memeing? Like the people who regularly watch the NFL and the stuff in the offseason. No, I was never once joking. I was like, no, the whole AFC East is good and the AFC West is wildly overrated. And everybody said I was stupid. I don't know why you guys do that. It's like, guys, no, I was being honest. Now what's it look like? Oh yeah, the AFC East is the best division in the AFC. Whoa. And that's weird, isn't it? Like how things turn out.
Along with Hassan Reddick, who has 5.5 sacks in his first year with Philadelphia, and that'll take.
Yeah, the AFC East is going to be crazy if the Jets get a new quarterback. The Bills, Dolphins, and Patriots. It's a monstrous situation. That whole division's solid, right? It's the end of the first quarter. It's a 7-7 game. It's the Texans' ball. It's 2nd and 11 at the Houston 35. 2nd and 11 at the Houston 35. 7-7 game. Texans have the ball. So far, both teams have had one possession. That was a one possession each quarter. That was pretty solid to watch. If Houston can keep this up, they can weirdly win this game, but they have to force one turnover. If Houston can do this the entirety of the game, they can win this game with a single turnover. Because right now, they're playing a really specific defense where it's like going to take Philly like a long time to score. And if they can keep that up, that shuts down this like somehow they shut down the explosive aspect of the Eagles offense. And that's quite interesting. That was a very well played opening drive by the Texans. I'll give them. They gave up the touchdown on a long drive. Sure, that's never like idea. But if you can actually neutralize a fucking super potent offense, I don't know. It's not bad. Make them uncomfortable. Make a lot of plays come out of that offense. More plays is never a good thing. Like, more plays is a good thing, but like when your offense is like a kind of like a boom or bust offense, sometimes more plays can be a bad thing. If you're not like a highly technical offense like the Eagles aren't, I've seen a few throws of better defense intercepts. That's all I have to say about that opening drive by the Eagles. There was like throws hitting wide open, like just like dead zones where there should have been a guy picking it off. But again, that's probably the Texans defense. Most underrated team. Seattle's a little overrated right now, I feel like. No, Seattle's. I feel like Seattle's perfectly rated. A lot of people are like, I don't believe it. Some people are like, I think they're actually pretty. All right, Seattle feels pretty solid. Titans. I feel like nobody. They're 13-point underdogs to the Chiefs this weekend, and I'm the only person I feel like that's picked the Titans to beat the Chiefs. They're both 5-2, and the Titans like have dominated teams defensively this year. They're running for like 300 yards. Like nobody's talking about this. It's actually kind of crazy. Nobody ever respects the Titans. I think it's because they got like Malik Willis and Tannehill. I genuinely think that's what it is. And it's got to be the Malik Willis thing, but I don't think it really matters. Did it matter the last game? Not really. Did it even make a little bit of an impact in that game? He didn't like threw it 10 times. What, Derrick Henry run for like fucking, what was it, 200 yards again? That's what I mean. Like, it's just, I feel like they're a very underrated football team. They're not, like, I think the thing is, they're underrated because they're not impressive. Here's the 2nd and 11 play. Ball's at the 35. Decent time. They go with the screen pass. Yeah, they get some yards. Out to the 40. 3rd and 6. I think that's the problem. They're not impressive. They're not flashy. They're just kind of like consistent, and they just kind of do the exact kind of super same thing over and over again. And it just goes by people because it's not, it's just, you know what I mean? There's just nothing really to it.
So they gave it to him at least for this year. We'll see what happens. Will he hold the job? Because they have a
Titans are or aren't.
In the next 2 drafts. We'll see what happens.
I'll show you guys something on a commercial break here. 3rd and 6 here. Are they gonna hike it? Nope. That's a false start. That's a really bad false start. There's false starts, and then there's that. What the fuck was that, Laramie? I'm convinced Bill Belichick sent McDaniels out there on as a spy to ruin the Raiders. I mean, hey, there you go. It's a way to look at it, Fernando. I mean, Art. That's what I thought you said. I think the people are hyping up my team too much after Bradley Chubb. Yes, he's awesome, but some people are saying Super Bowl contender, but we're not. So we're. Yeah, but you guys are definitely entering a Super Bowl window now. You guys are kind of loaded. Damn, they got Dougie Davis-Mills just short of the first. A travesty.
And the punt group will come in.
He told us on our call with him that he wanted to use his feet.
Yeah, I don't care about sentimental shit like that.
Third downs can become a defense's worst nightmare by trying to create, and he is a great athlete. So he has been emphasizing it. Almost came.
I don't think Andy Reid's a very good head coach against Mike Vrabel.
Johnston, a former
Here's the punt.
Punting for the Texans. Sends that one inside the 10, and it will bounce through the end zone.
Damn, just short. Just missed getting the touch, or just downing it. So that'll be a commercial break coming up. 12:59 remains here in the second. Let me show you something. All right. Kansas City Chiefs versus the Tennessee Titans. This is their lone win versus them in the Patrick Mahomes era. And it was a playoff game. So take that as you will. Lost in 2018, 2019, and 2021. It was 27-3 last year. Maybe the home makes a difference. Maybe. I'm just saying, this isn't a positive outlook. Again, you have the playoff game, but those are always different circumstances. This isn't a playoff game. If this is a playoff game, I'd be like, yeah, the Chiefs probably will win. Do you think if we play our cards right by 2023, 2024? Yeah, I think so. We're about to have like $70 million in cap space. Yeah, I think the Patriots are. We have a rookie quarterback. We just got out of all our bad deals. We're good to go. Yeah. And we also hit on like 9 draft picks in the last 2 years. Yeah, we're right there. Couple moves we got to make. I would say get a pretty secure defensive end alongside Judon. Probably pick up another corner and another tackle, and we're probably money go. So long as Thornton develops along, the Patriots will be all right. That's what it's kind of contingent on. Linebackers, I got to see who's available first. Corners, got to see who's available. What's up, Tank? Unironically, I think Greedy Williams in New England would be really, really dangerous because he's really good. I just don't think the Browns use him right. Packers, yeah. But, I mean, like, I think my team season is over, too. You know what I mean? Like, the Packers just look dead. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, they could maybe, like, turn the Jets on and start whipping ass, but, like, boy, that doesn't feel like it's going to happen, does it? All right, 1st and 10, ball at the 20. I'm good. Tank, how you doing, buddy?
At a big-time program and come through it than Jalen Hurts. Started his first year as a freshman.
I think we might have the actual right tackle on the roster, but we'll see. Goes to the Pats to be GM. I'd welcome Brady back with open arms. He's my favorite football player ever, dude. Dude, listen, if we traded the Bucks, Bailey Zappi for Brady and like a bunch of picks, I would have been very happy. I'd have been like, fuck yeah, we got Tom back. We're going to the Super Bowl. It would have been you guys would have been like, man, this guy really turned. That was a weird turn from Rob. He literally just started screaming about the Super Bowl and shit, how they're about to take Buffalo down. And then when we played and beat Buffalo, I'd be like, I fucking told you, motherfucker. And we'd be like, oh, no. It'd be insufferable. A lot of people would stop watching the channel if that would have happened. They'd have been like, I don't want to watch that guy anymore for a few weeks. Why? Yeah. Dude, the Eagles are about to score here. They're just jetting it down the middle of the field right now. There's Devonta Smith with a big play. Yeesh. 1st and 10 at the 27. Hurts. Oh, ball out! Oh! No way. Houston's got the ball. Oh, shit. Houston's got it. That's embarrassing. Dude, the hilarity would be if this just if somehow this is what I was meaning. If they'd have scored on that last drive, that could have literally been like the game changer moment. What is this? It's 7-7 with 12 minutes to go. It'll be the Texans' ball at their own 35. 1st and 10. Commercial break. I'll unmute it as soon as possible. Malcolm, no, don't bring back Malcolm Butler. What? Joe Tooney's a guard. We don't need guards. Yeah, the last thing Patriots need is more guard play. Hey, we're at 9 likes, so we're just a like away from being at double digits. So if you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It helps the stream out quite a bit. You know, get a few more people up in here. You know the issue here? I think nobody gives a fuck about this game. All the Phillies fans are... I genuinely think all the Houston and Philly fans that should be watching this are like, I'm watching the World Series. I pray somebody ends that stupid fucking thing for them. I hate that so much. Like, it's the most annoying thing with the Dolphins 72 team. It's like, God, I hope it goes away before all of them die. Tooney plays for the Chiefs. Anyway.
Springs on the sideline. What a
We no longer have Joe. We got rid of him
Nelson.
and replaced him with Michael Onwenu,
Typically, Samalo is going to touch Kelsey to let him know, okay, we're ready to go, but he doesn't touch him. And yet
who hasn't allowed a
snap. Now,
sack all
Taylor has it,
season.
But the play just is out of sync. And then you throw in the blitz off the edge by Steven Nelson, and Jalen Hurts never saw it coming, unable to protect the ball, and that's the first fumble lost in the entire year.
The Patriots win undefeated.
Absolutely.
Fucking bullshit. We won more games than the Dolphins did that year.
They have 16 takeaways, so now they're plus 13.
We literally won 18 straight games. Dolphins only got 17 out of that year. Horse shit fucking technicalities.
You asked me in the open, how do they make
We had to win 5 more games than them.
mixing up some play action, running the football, and then getting some breaks
Well,
like
you know,
that,
2 more.
obviously, to get the ball back.
Fake toss.
Damn, of course they would do this.
Shock, and Philly knew coming in with Jonathan Gannon as the defensive coordinator. Yeah, they're going to run the ball. Yeah, their top 2 receivers are out. But, guys, first...
Yeah, it was. That was crazy. You know, they had a better offense in the year they played the Giants again in the Super Bowl, I believe.
Best throwing that Houston's had is
That's the craziest part about that. I think that year that they had Hernandez and Gronk like fully unleashed, they averaged like 38 point, or what was it, like 36, 37 points per game. That offense was terrifying.
Note on Steven Nelson, who created the fumble.
I think, yeah, you'd remember that, dude. You're a Dolphins fan. You remember what happened when we first put Gronk and Hernandez on the field together? We were beating the fuck out of people for like a year straight. We were averaging like 38 points a game. It was just pure chaos.
That's pretty impressive.
They threw in the lead.
That was fun times. That was really good times.
Gives the team the ball. Robert Quinn is in the game. Traded over from Chicago last week. And they bottle up Pierce here.
Why, whenever you hear someone like me as a Patriots fan go, no, it was hard being a Patriots fan between all our Super Bowl wins. It's like you guys literally went undefeated, lost the Super Bowl, and had some of the greatest offenses football had ever seen to that point. Shut up. There was never a hard time as a Brady Patriots fan. What about all the lies in the media about us cheating? Yeah, then you went on to win Super Bowls after you were accused of being cheaters. Fuck you guys. Yeah.
3rd and 9.
So, it was good times.
4-man rush. Spinning away, but not quickly.
Everybody was on the Patriots side when there was Brady. Well, no, I don't know.
4th down.
I think you guys see the ramifications of supporting Goodell in the NFL during Deflategate now, don't you? Gave that man way too much power. Now everything's all screwed up.
This guy's really starting to come in.
Inflated his ego when it should have been everybody supporting Brady.
This week, he said, you know, he's one of those practice
What's up, Orlando Magic believer?
practice until the last 3 or 4 weeks, and now he's really starting to come on.
Yeah, there's no reason to change guards. No. Strange and Onwenu are our guards, hopefully for a very long time.
Johnston.
Andrews at center. I think the current center, by the way, for the Patriots, Fernando, I think he plays I think he's gonna take the right tackle job as soon as we have Andrews back from concussion. I think he's back this week. Commercial break here. Eagles take over on a 4th and down punt. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 21 for the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 21. 10:04 to play in the second. Eagles able to stop the Texans after a turnover. We'll see how it plays. Commercial break. Friends, that's who. Yep. I think he plays right tackle, and I think he's going to be getting the job as soon as Andrews is back. That's right. I'd forgotten we'd done that, and it was working, and then David got hurt. It's like, God damn it. Anyway, 7-7. Let's see if the Eagles can do anything. Texans completely dominating them. He's been good. Fucking stupid-ass Meadowland, though, dude. His knee jammed right into the ground. I don't think he got seriously hurt. He's going to miss a couple games. But I don't count it as his injury proneness. I count that as fucking Meadowland. Like, go watch it. It was literally just his knee went, like, straight into the fucking turf. Like, he went knee down into Meadowland. There was 0% shot he was surviving it. As soon as I seen it, I went, fuck, dude. If that's not a torn ACL, it's lucky. I hate this. I hate the Jets field. I'm so glad we don't have to play there again this year. Oh, thank God that game's out of the way. Have you guys played at the Jets field yet? We should just pick up. Yeah, I mean, this guy's screwed in fantasy because of Rashad Bateman season. Oh yeah, that sucks. That dude is super injury prone. Yeah, dude, I hate their state. Their field is bullshit, dude. Like they have, like I don't know how the Dolphin or how the Giants have a safe field, but the Jets don't. It doesn't make sense. The amount of injuries that happens to like Jets players and non-Jets players at that stadium is wild, but like not to Giants players and Giants. Actually, yeah, Giants too. That stadium sucks ass, dude. They need to get a new one and stop using goddamn turf like retards. Yeah, because they use turf. It's just like it's and shitty turf at that. I think they use like 2001 Astro turf that they got from layaway. Like somebody donated it. They still use fucking turf. They're not any less guilty, but they have a better turf system. A lot less injuries, but like, you know, it's still fucking unforgivable. Like the Patriots at least consult with like MIT about the turf to use. So it's like, all right, whatever. At least they're trying.
I mean, he's known for his physicality, and these defensive backs know it. Desmond King, 25, getting out of there, but it's a good job of.
That's a first down run though for the Eagles by Miles Sanders.
A big part of what these Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's good. Any grass is better than any turf. There's a way you can make turf better, but it's so far from being done. Oh shit, there goes Miles Sanders, big run. And he gets forced out at the 41. First and 10 to the Houston 41 go the Eagles. As long as the Eagles don't turn it over, you know. What's up, KHY? If you haven't left a like, consider doing so, everybody. It helps the stream out. We could get up over into the 10 likes. Sheesh. I'm thinking who we could pick up to help Judon. I don't know who's free agents yet. I gotta see who likes free agents. You know, I don't know. That's really what it depends on.
In the game at running back, he gets repositioned off the right flank and takes it. And Scott, about a 5-yard gain for him.
It's like low key, bro. We should trade for Aiden Hutchinson for like a 6th-round pick because the Lions will give us that. That's my thoughts.
He gets out in front, and even if he's not able to lead out to the outside, he get that. Just taking on.
Actually, I wouldn't want to trade the Lions anything. They just fleeced the goddamn Vikings. I'm sorry, but like, I've never seen a tight end go for 4 picks. Yeah, they're fast. Yeah, their screen game is fucking just destroying these dude. And they go with the screen to 88. That's Dallas Goedert all the way into the red zone. Oh, just outside the red zone. First and 10 at the 21.
You got to worry so much about the downfield throws to all these big talented receivers.
Yeah, no, JJ Watt's not the answer. They're not. He's a rookie on a team that's going to be rebuilding for a couple more years. Not like Aiden Hutchinson's in year 7 or some shit and they refused to trade him. He just got drafted. Lions are in a clear rebuild. I have a weird problem with some of the way people act about the Lions right now. It's like, you people overrated them. Why are we like now like, see, what's happening to the Lions is a great example of a bunch of people like in the media overrating them as like this like lovable underdog when they never were that, which is why I hate the term underdog, because when a team doesn't live up to being an underdog, everybody fucking shits on them. I hate that. I'm like, that seems really mean. They didn't sign up to be an underdog. Why are we now shitting on the underdog? Like, what are we doing to the Lions? You guys agreed they're an underdog. we all agreed by that definition they might suck.
That was a first down. He moved it back about a half a yard.
They're rebuilding. They have like they have actually very good pieces of a future on the team. Good offensive line. Get a new quarterback next year. Suddenly things don't look so bad. I'm telling you, like, the offense isn't the problem. The offense is actually pretty well set. Their defense has cornerstones. You get like 3 or 4 more pieces on that defense, you're winning 7-8 games next year. Very easily. Add in a veteran defensive back, safety preferably. First and 10, it's a 3rd and 1, they get the first down to the 10. You add in a veteran defensive back, probably a safety if you can find one. If you're the Lions, you offer a lot of money to Jesse Bates. Probably the #1 move you could make, because you're also gonna have to compete with like the Patriots going after Bates. It's gonna be like, well. So you gotta look at those 2 things: sign another very good linebacker, or draft one, and get another pass rusher to play alongside Aiden. Those 3 things immediately fix the defense. No, Bates ain't staying with Cincinnati, and I have the feeling the Patriots are going to sign Bates. Like, they're going to put their fucking filthy hands all over Mike. Oh, yeah, we don't have Van Noy's on the Rams, yeah. He literally, like, you could just close your eyes and imagine him in a Patriots uniform and tell me it's like, oh, no, yeah, Rob's right. That's literally, he's going to just sign there because... He's literally got Patriots written all over. And it's like a Bengals player going to the Patriots. That always happens, dude. And Bill Belichick wants Bates. You know he does. I mean, you can tell me I'm wrong. Duggar and Bates, that's his safety secondary. He's unless the Bengals pay Bates, yeah, well, I think McCourty's retiring this year. Yeah, I think McCourty stayed around for 1 more year. He's doing a favor. This is probably a touchdown coming up. It's 3rd and goal at the 4. Slant pass. Oh, no, never mind. They got motion in the backfield. They're in a shotgun. The pistol formation. I always laugh when I see in the NFL the pistol formation. And then when it works, I'm like, that's got to be the most embarrassing shit ever. That dude was 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage and got a first down. Jesus Christ, Houston. He's helping. He's doing Bill Belichick a favor, Fernando. We needed him back for a season or 2 to help us through the rebuild and get our young corners and young safeties up to speed. If you were to ask Marcus and Jack Jones what their biggest influence has been, it's been Devin McCourty. We needed him as like an on-field coach. Because we have like a very young secondary outside of fucking D-Mac. Yeah, I don't think people really realize that. Without him, we might be getting fucked up. Yeah. But, you know, we are starting 2 rookies in our secondary, and everyone's like, you guys got smacked up by the Jets receivers. Yeah, I would hope some veteran-ass receivers are able to take advantage of 2 rookie corners. Wow, good job. Without our #1 safety, they got us a couple times. And he's also a future Hall of Famer. It's a commercial break. Eagles take a 14-7 lead. And the game's starting to kind of turn into what it looks like it might. But hey, maybe the Texans can do some damage here and tie the game. It's 4:32 left in the second quarter. 4:32 left in the first half. This is a lot better than what I thought it was. I thought it would be like 28-0 right now. I'm not even going to lie to you. I thought I'd literally be going, well, guys, I don't know if we're going to do the second half of this game. I'm very bored, but I'm having a good time streaming, so I'm sticking in. And this game has gone incredibly quickly. I feel like I only missed 10 minutes of the game. I don't even think I missed that much. I mean, I missed the Texans opening drive. And it was like 9:30 when I kicked the stream on left, so I didn't miss much. They change and they audible a lot. They'll match what the defense does. Most defenses don't really audible that much. They kind of just stick to the course. Because it's like, yeah, let's not change a lot. You find that out listening to actual players talk about the game, and that's very interesting to find out. And that actually throws a lot of offenses off about the Patriots because they'll actually audible alongside your defense or your offense, and that fucks them up. That literally makes teams go, motherfucker, they know what we're doing. Even if they don't. It's a little bit of a head game you play. It's all about like a little bit here and a little bit there. And like good coaches know that like most of the time we're probably just not even doing anything. Could just be motion. Just yeah, see, that's why I'm not too worried about the whole Falcons thing. You got to remember their pass defense got lit the hell up by I think JC would have got better, but like he had the ankle surgery, and I don't think he ever fully got recovered from that. And then he blew it, and then he got that ruptured patellar tendon. I don't actually know if JC Jackson's gonna have much of a career left, dude. Like that patellar tendon. Well, I mean, he had ankle surgery, and I don't think he recovered quick. I think they should have gave him more time before he came back from that. And then they threw him into a coverage he'd never been in. They were using him incorrectly. And then he had the patellar tendon injury. I don't know if he's ever going to like have a career like the way he was.
Those days are done. Crossed the line with playing with my career. So Cooks wasn't in camp. Lovie Smith says you don't practice, you don't play. The question is what happens.
Man, Brandon Cooks is pissed. Yeah. Well, also, I think there's an actual number of players who don't come back from patellar tendon injuries. Like that might actually, it might have been better if he just tore his ACL. Yeah, Brandon Cooks is fucking fuming, dude. Holy shit, I didn't know he was that fucking bothered by this.
He will be back in the building on Monday. Just signed a 2-year extension 7 months ago.
I think part of the problem too. If you take him in a
yeah, but the Texans were stupid. They could have got them. Apparently, this is what happened. Per Ven in my Discord.
2nd and 4.
One of the main reasons Houston was unable to trade Cooks was they wanted a 2nd and a 4th run, which they probably could have gotten. But that they wanted the Texans to eat the contract. That's the main takeaway. So no, yeah, if I'm Brandon Cooks, I'm fucking livid with the Texans right now. Like, dudes, you could have gotten a 2nd and you could have gotten 2 very good middle round draft picks for me. You cheap motherfuckers. I agreed to play for this garbage team. This is why nobody ever should sign with the Texans, by the way. This is one of the dumbest things a team can keep doing. Like, oh yeah, you guys are still the same team that does this. Oh yeah, don't forget everybody. This is the team that does this. Don't sign with them. They will fuck you. Why are they going to commercial break now? He's already up. What the fuck? Injury for Fletcher Cox. Fletcher Cox helped off the field, but he got up off his just fine. 3:53 here to play in the second. 3:53 to play in the second. 3rd and 1 for the Texans at the Houston 34. 3rd and 1 at the Houston 34. Oh, that could even, like, he didn't even want to be traded. Then they tried to trade him and he got fucking pissed that they did that. That would be even funnier. That would make it even better if that's what the Texans did. It's like, damn, you guys, why? How did that leak then? Just draft a kicker. I don't care anymore. I think it's a good thing to draft kickers, by the way. If I'm the Lions, I'm using one of my 4 third-round draft picks this year to draft a kicker, 150%. I'm looking at the best kicker available in college football and calling him and being like, hey, man, enter the draft. We're taking you in the 3rd. We have 4 picks. Yeah, do that, by the way. There are no good kickers left. Can you point us to an available good kicker anywhere? Lions don't have a kicker. Like, they just don't have, like, and that's losing them football. Like, if you go look at the Lions games, if, like, they kick the ball, which they can't do because they don't have a kicker, they would be they'd have, like, 4 wins right now. And last year, they would have won, like, 5-6 games. Like, it's like they're losing games because they can't kick. 2-1 Astros? Oh, shit. Justin Tucker is literally the only great kicker. Yeah, I mean, Evan McPherson's really good, too, for the Bengals. And he was drafted in, like, the 3rd round, right? He looks so tired after a 43-yard attempt, which, don't get me wrong, is a lot. But I mean, Nick Folk is like 40 years old. He's always tired. It's not, if it's past 7:30 at any point in the day, he's probably just like getting pretty tired. Yeah, that's what I mean. He's 3rd, 4th round pick. That's actually, like, that's when you should draft a kicker if you can't find. The Bengals literally went, we're so fucking tired of not having a kicker, dude. Oh my God. And then they drafted one, and now they have a kicker. That's what the Lions have to do. That's what I hope the Patriots do. That's what good football teams would do. Oh, yeah, we're done with all these garbage kickers that are not on teams because, oh, yeah, all good kickers are on football teams. That's my belief. If you're a good kicker, you're not a free agent kicker. There are no good kickers available. The 32 best field goal kickers in the world are currently signed. Or they're in college, about to be in the NFL. There's no questions about what I just said, by the way. If you can kick better than one of these people, go. Literally, just go right now. Go call a team up. I'm telling you, call a team up with the tape and be like, here's my kicking tape. Can I have a trial? They will try you out, and if you can hit a certain amount by them, they'll sign you to millions of dollars. I'm not even fucking around. You'll get it like a 1-year, like, $1 million deal. And then you'll go out there, and if you can kick really good again, look at what happened with that Chinese guy for Atlanta. I'm literally describing the Chinese kicker for Atlanta. Young Ho Koo, or whatever the fuck his name is. That's what he did. He's like, I can kick better than half these guys. And he fucking can. And look where he is now. That could be you if you can kick, by the way. I'm literally not even kidding. If you're some piece of shit, if you look like me even, if I could kick a field goal, I would go do that right now. I literally would be like, by the way, I've been training, and I'd show a video, and I'd be booting field goals. I'm about done here. I'll see you guys if I don't make it. I can kick 45 at about 8, about 95% of the way. That's all that's my only like sentiment. You know what I mean? Yeah, free agent kickers are free agent for a reason. Yeah, they'd be all signed. Yeah, they'd be on a team if they weren't. And that's why teams that don't have kickers should draft them. Holy shit, dude. Look at Pierce. Sheesh. Oh, they're going to say he got pushed out. Oh, come on. That should be a clock stop. That's all the way to the Philly 27. Big run by Mr. Pierce. He's the only Texans player outside the quarterback that I know, and Brandon Cooks. Yeah, he's been awesome for them. I hated 2020, especially because of our 6 different kickers. Yeah, that dude. Yeah, I know. Trust me. When we lost Gostowski, that sucked. It's hard to like keep getting kickers the way we were getting kickers, though. It went from Vinatieri to Gostowski. It was like, man, the Patriots just don't miss on kickers. What the fuck? And then we just haven't picked a new one. It's like, why can't we just draft one again? We literally drafted both of those guys. Why don't we do that again? Bill, you're a good kicker drafter. Just draft a kicker. No one will question it. Well, we drafted that one kid, Roshwater, but then he got hurt and never worked. That actually fucked us up. I'm pretty sure that kid with the 3%er tattoo, you know, the one that he had to get removed because he's like, I didn't know it was racist. Then he just disappeared after all that because I think he got hurt and couldn't kick anymore. And I think that messed up our field goal kicking plans. The Guayo, yeah, that guy sucked, dude. Justin Roshwater was supposed to be good, but like he hurt his knee. That's such a bummer, dude.
We had a chance to
Never really came back from that knee injury or hip injury, whatever the fuck he did.
preseason games with the Texans, and they talked about Pierce. They needed a running back. Burke
Then he stormed the Capitol.
leading rusher last year with less than 500 yards.
And they brought in Mack from
I'm just
Indy,
kidding.
thought he might help.
Marlon Mack, but they looked at Pierce right.
Little screen pass there to number 16. Oh,
Tyron Johnson
no, they're inside the red zone.
targeted tonight. Takes
Look at that.
the 19-yard line.
Love the approach by Pep Hamilton.
Jason Sanders has been good for us, but sometimes he misses 50 yarders. Yeah, I mean 50 yarders is, yeah. If you can hit a 50, you should just be happy. If it's anything under 50 and they're hitting it at like 98, 99, 100%, it's fine. It's like that's why I don't mind Folk when he can't hit anything over 45, because he's literally like 99% anything under. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm like, psh, all right, 40 yards, we're good. I don't even have to watch, and I don't. I just don't. I'm like, all right, we're good. 3 points. That's very good security, by the way. Long field goals, yeah, it'd be nice to have them, but I'd prefer a super accuracy on anything under 45. You have to be able to score under 45 yards. Again, by the way, if you can do that, you have a job in the NFL for a long fucking time. Literally, the whole... What, TD? Careful, don't spoil.
Mills is there. Mills scrambling. Eyes downfield.
Ah, man, come on.
Is caught for the touchdown by Chris Moore.
Yeah, it's kind of shitty, dude. I mean, like, I've been saying where I'm at in the entire game. I'm glad the biggest, like, one of the biggest plays of the game was just ruined. Yeah, that's a touchdown. Oh, no, he dropped it. You know what? That's a touchdown. Yeah, no, that's a touchdown all the way. Yeah, that's in. The fuck? Why is this being reviewed like this so hard? 1, 2, tackled, down, plays over right there. Plays over, and then I think he punches the ball himself out. There is no way they take this touchdown away, though. Yeah, when they showed the other angle, dude, he throws the ball. Like, that's a touchdown. Like, that's not the ball. Like, he like deliberately drops the ball. Like, that's a deliberate. Like, nothing forces that ball out. He just gets rid of it.
The side judge is calling it a touchdown.
This is gonna be some bull. Yeah, that's a touchdown, sir. Yes, sir. That's got to be a touchdown. Yeah, exactly. You threw the ball, man.
Greg Rolstead going over the video.
This Steven Gostowski, he got a bad hip injury. He had like a really bad hip injury. Just not like, dude. So like, if you get a hip or a leg injury as a kicker, that could just like, that's why Pat McAfee had to retire so early. Like, kind of a low key situation. If you ever hear him talk about it, he always mentions his bad knee or something like that. Cause I think he like would have to get a very big surgery to kick again. Because, like, again, I think he messed it. Again, that's some powerful torque they have to. That's the touchdown, dude. He dropped, like, this angle will show it. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's a little questionable from that angle. Holy shit. That's got to still stand, though. I think, dude, that's like a whole, like, 20 different things happen from there to there. That's got to go. That's got to be good. I just want to see Eagles fans get tight buttholes from this. Yeah, that's why I was too about Tua. That's got to be a touchdown. That's all the way through. Like, dude, that's so far after the fact. Like, that's about how far DJ Moore was already off the field when he took his helmet off.
After review, the runner did survive the ground and did not lose the ball until he started getting up. Therefore, it is a touchdown.
Yeah!
Big play. Big drive. Unbelievable. I think initially they thought about maybe just working the clock and not getting the ball back to Philly. And then
Uh-oh, the Eagles took the Texans lightly, and you can 100% see it. Oh no, oh no, Philadelphia. What are they doing?
Makes a incredible play there, break and contain.
Dude, nobody will be clowned harder than the Eagles if they fuck this up. They're in the wrong division to lose this game. Dude, if they lose this, Giants and Dolphins and Redskins and fucking Washington fans will come flying out of the goddamn woodworks like complete monsters. You have no idea. Giants fans are watching this in the wings like complete animals. They're just like, we knew this team was like this. And they're just like, guys, they're completely overlooking the competition. Nope, this is the true Eagles. I'm like, all right, they beat both of you guys, but okay. Well, haven't played the Giants yet.
Cars built with safety in mind.
No, DJ Moore should not have been penalized. Yeah. That was one of the worst penalties. Why should DJ Moore have been penalized? Eagles get the ball at halftime. You guys should beat the. You guys should be able to beat the Bears. They're a really good run team. If you can stop the run, you'll be fine, and I think you guys can. It's kind of like playing the Patriots, but with a more mobile quarterback and way less better receivers. Like, if that eases your tensions. I know your pass defense is kind of butthole this year, but like, no one's really running it on you guys too well. Yeah, your pass defense sucks, but I mean, I really move. You know, Chicago can't really throw it, so it's not a big deal. Patriots are the opposite. We're really good in pass defense, but we can't fucking deal with the run. It's so annoying, dude. It's so embarrassing. My team just can't, because everybody's a midget, dude. We got this tiny ass little defense that's very quick, very hard to throw on. Everybody, I mean, I think we're the only team that has held Tyreek Hill to under 100 yards this year. Nicholas, will you finally admit that the Patriots have a good pass defense after you've watched what your team has done to every other team but us through the air? What's the only team Tua looked like he couldn't throw the football against? Yeah, our pass defense is really good. I wish you would just finally admit it. It's gonna take. Now that you've seen your quarterback against actual like other teams. Yeah, that's what I fucking thought. Yeah, that's what I thought, man. We can't stop the run, but guess what? We're the only team that's been able to like slow you guys the fuck down in your pass game. Expect when you have everybody too. Number one, we just know how to deal with Tyreek a little bit. I mean, it's like limited what we can do, but we just make it so we only get beat by him a few times a game. You know, about 4 or 5 catches. We can handle that.
Always capable of getting into field goal range with 31 seconds.
Yeah, the Bills are a different story. The Bills are a legitimate Super Bowl team, so it's a whole different monster. You should have bet Texas money line. I would have bet Texans cover in this game. Jesus Christ, what a hit by 21. That's going to keep the play going. Jesus. 21 rocked the shit out of that dude. Sheesh, Eagles had to call a timeout as well. It'll be Jesus Christ.
You remember and Adam Zimmer, who Mike's son.
Yeah, Waddle. Yeah, that's the problem. Is if you start like keying on Hill too hard, but the Patriots didn't do that. We just again, we beat ourselves week 1. You have to at least acknowledge that too. The way your offense plays now compared to week 1, if we wouldn't have turned the ball over 3 times, we'd probably beat you guys. It's the same story against the Ravens. We beat ourselves in 2 games this year, and it's so annoying.
36-yard line. Hurts, and that's going to be caught and out of bounds. Goes Goddard, and that stops the clock at 19.
It's the hardest part about dealing with a young team. We're going to beat ourselves a few times. We would have had somewhat of an offense week 1. We probably win. And it's fucking so annoying. But hey, that's the problem. The teams around us are really good right now. They were all rebuilding and building and building for when this day came. And now as Patriots fans, we have to just kind of take our lumps. We'll be back. A couple years away. Everything will be normal again. Enjoy it while it lasts.
And Hurst will take off, and he'll get a few more to the 34. Addison trips him up there.
Better hope we don't know how to use this $70 million, and then the other $70 million we get, or no, $90 million we get the next offseason. Because in the next 2 years, the Patriots have a projected $178 million cleared up in cap space.
Really smart play by Jalen Hurts. Again, Tampa 2 means this.
And we don't have to pay Mac till year 5.
Quickly, he anticipates the Kirksey's going to get out of there, and he puts his foot in that last.
Yeah, you didn't know that. All of our contracts that we signed 2 years ago, remember with all those big deals we signed in the COVID year?
To give his kicker a chance here at a last-second field goal at the end of the half.
This one will be from.
All those come up pretty big. By the way, I wouldn't go to that website. It's. You see how many times he was able to spam that? It's a pretty good sign that there's a lot of malicious shit on that website.
Back in 17. So we'll try to give the lead to Philadelphia in the time.
And I think the Texans took a timeout. Hilarious attempt to freeze the kicker, but in the NFL that actually doesn't work very good. If he misses now, oh, okay, I don't. Is he not like a good kicker? Why is it like only a 40% make probability right now? Bad wind?
And now you got a legitimate shot here for 3 points.
That's according to Next Gen Stats powered by AWS, the make probability.
All right, 14-14, 3 seconds to go. That's what I mean, Ellie. It's good. Why is the kick percent so low? It's not even windy. He missed. The fuck? Like, what happened? Wide right 9 feet. He missed the shit out of it. Dog, Nick Folk hits him closer than that. What the fuck? He must have just missed it. I guess there is just bad kicks. Like, that was a bad kick. No, like, there's missing a kick, and then it's like, what the fuck happened there? Because that went wide right. I'm talking that flew in a direction where there was no wind. It's like, dude, there are like worse kickers that are more accurate than that. What happened, Jake? Did you miss that one? Well, I believe Eagles get the ball anyway, so score is 14-14 at halftime. Just like everybody predicted. They play in a dome? Oh, that makes it even worse, dude. You should just be able to club fucking field goals in a dome. Yeah, he missed that. He just straight up missed the ball. He just went, shanked it. What happened? I don't know. It's like life got in the way. Just fucking. By the way, we're gonna check out how many likes we got. I'm guessing like 13, maybe. We'll see. If you haven't left a like, consider doing so. It'll help the stream out. It is halftime. Lets me know if we're doing good here this evening. Oh, look at that. 13 on the dot. Fucking. That's like a, what's that called? It's like a home run. That's like a sniper shot. If you haven't left a like, please do so. It helps the stream out, gets more people in here, gets the interactions up. It stops. It will prevent Fernando, who watches, from beating up a kitten. For every non-like that we don't get, he beats kittens up. The only way I can stop him is with likes. He's a monster. He's a fucking clout demon. And his weapon of destruction is kittens for some reason. Pretty sure that means he's just going to grow up into a psychopath, but, you know, that's not my problem now. Or really in the future either. I'll just call the police. Afraid of some kid. Fucking rock bottom that motherfucker. You know how embarrassing that shit would be to be like killed by like an 11-year-old? Do you even think you can go to heaven if you got knifed up by like an 11-year-old? Like you're like 40 years old and some fucking little kid kills you. You wake up and you're like, oh, damn it, I got killed. And God's like, you don't get to come in. You got to just kind of stand around for a little while. This shit was pathetic. Can't hit a kid. I stomped on him. Yeah, Commanders and Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder's actually in. Oh, what's up, Fernando? You missed a little bit. Don't worry about it. I don't know how much you heard. Don't rewind like 3 minutes. Like don't rewind 3 minutes. Yeah, I thought so too. Hold on, my nose is a problem. Hold on. Yeah, it was bothering the fuck out of me right now. Sorry about that. You want to buy Washington? Yeah, but the problem with Washington, and I think why we're finally starting to see Dan Snyder kind of inch towards doing something with the team, is because they're getting investigated for money crimes. What's up, Tater Chip? Yeah, me either. It was one of two ways. It was either a blowout or Houston keeps it weirdly close and covers. Yeah, the feds are on him now. He's gonna have to sell that fucking team and can just get out of it. Because if you remember, Washington was like proven to be like hiding money from like the league, how much money they were making, and it like came out Washington's like probably one of the richest teams in football in terms of like just everything. It's like, the fuck is this? And like they're like, oh no, you caught us, and it's like that's literally illegal. That's like a major felony what they were doing. Yeah, Chris, it's the shock right now. It's 14-14. We're at halftime. All of a sudden, the Texans are playing out of their mind, trying to deliver us a stunner. This has been one of the best Thursday night games in a long time. Yeah, somebody from Washington's gonna wind up in prison over it. Not even jail. No, this is prison. Like they're hiding. They were hiding like hundreds of millions of dollars over years of doing this. This is what Washington is accused of. If you look into some of this shit, it's like, holy fuck, it's like a massive ticket scam. It's like like misreporting in the tunes of like tens of millions of dollars. Somebody's going to. Snyder can always blame the fall guy. We'll see how everything plays. Texans keeping it close. It's 14-14, lunatic. Yeah, I heard about that, Nicholas. No, it's 14-14. The Eagles missed a field goal at the end of the half. They could lose by 3. That's kind of what it's looking like. It's looking like it's going to be a close loss. What was the, if anyone remembers, what was the opening line before this game began? Yeah, this is a great job. If you're a Texans fan, you should be happy with this. Be like, all right, as someone who's watching this, I'm just enjoying the fact that Texans are keeping this competitive. I like that. Cowboys. Ooh. But yeah, it's very surprising. I'm very happy to see. This has been a way better game than I think everybody was anticipating prior to like kickoff. Oh, thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Thank you to everyone who just subscribed. I feel like a couple of you guys just did. Well, yeah, that's kind of true. Eagles do play a lot better in half two. Eagles were 14-point favorites. Yeah, that's 14 and a half. Jesus. Yeah, everybody was thinking beat down. I honestly thought I'd be tuning out by halftime. I was like, all right, there's like a very low probability of me sticking around after halftime because it's gonna be over. Hey, thank you for subscribing, guys. I do appreciate that, Logan and Lunatic. Thank you guys, very kind. You got lost half, but got Texans second half. That's true. I mean, they had to turn around quick. The Texans are off a bye, aren't they? No. Then it drifted up to 13 and a half for Vegas. Okay. I think it's out. It's almost back on. It's still halftime. Again, there'll be audio for the game as soon as, like, you know, we're just kind of fucking around right now. No reason to listen to, like, there's a lot of music that happens at halftime. I can't listen to it. No, they lost to Tennessee on Sunday. Then there was like I guess because Sunday night. So I guess there's a little less turnaround for the Eagles. Eagles were Sunday night, right? Or were they Monday night? It really shouldn't matter. So, okay. Yeah, you can tell I don't watch a lot of Texans football for whatever reason. Take a quick nap. I'm gonna be back for sure. You have the Lions 3.5 against the Packers. I'd like to see the Lions win, just so people calm down about poor Dan Campbell. Do you think the Bengals season? If they don't win this week, then yeah, they might be in some problems. Because boy, oh boy, did they not look good without Jamar Chase last week. Joe Burrow is like a weirdly different quarterback without him. That was interesting to see. There's no way the Panthers win. Did they beat the Niners this year? Nice to see the Lions winning. Or are they about to play Panthers and Niners? Yeah. Oh yeah, Joe. You can definitely see how the importance of the guy. Panthers beat the Bucks. Yeah, that was a hilarious game. I'm a huge Tom Brady fan, but that was probably one of the worst losses I've ever seen Brady. No, Brady didn't even do that bad. I don't even know what happened. The Bucks just fundamentally couldn't score points. I guess that is Tom's fault ultimately, but like, I don't think it's Brady's play that's that bad. Like, that's the craziest thing. It's not like, if you go look at his numbers, yeah, they're not scoring points, and that's a little troubling. Everything else is pretty solid. It's like, clearly can't be him. Rams, yeah, it's the same problems. Both Rams and Bucks are suffering from no offensive line help. Oh, for Tampa? Yeah, that would make more sense. That would make a lot of sense. We got Bucks minus 2.5. Yeah, I would say the Bucks will win that game. Bucks actually look like they have moments where they can play, whereas the Rams look like completely lost for the most part. But again, I wouldn't overvalue what the Rams do against the how the Rams look against the 49ers. They always kind of suck against them. Pick Tampa as well. You want the Saints to win. It'd be funny if the Saints won that division. Honestly, although Texans putting up a fight, they can't. Yeah, that's the thing is, like, can the Texans keep up? If the Texans can keep this fucking torrid pace that they're on in this game, they could stun the world and get a win tonight. but like it's keeping that pace that they're on right now would be it's unrealistic. Same here, treasure chest. I really hope so too. I mean, we're playing the Colts with Sam Ehlinger and probably no Jonathan Taylor, so this should be our this should be good for the Pats. I'm nervous. Hope they consistent for Texans. Yep. Want the Texans doing so bad? Yeah, that'd be hilarious. The Eagles are a second half team. That is very true. Texans will be kicking off. Your dad is angry at Jonathan Taylor because, yeah, a lot of people are probably angry at Jonathan Taylor because of fantasy. His I seen someone tweet that Jonathan Taylor's Linsanity moment is over, and I thought that was fucking hilarious. I was like, what a mean comment to say about somebody. Be like, oh, the Jeremy Lin of the NFL has had his time now. Like, boy, someone watches way too much fantasy football. McVay and his interviews. Yeah. McVay's a little annoying, but he's going to retire once Donald, Stafford, Ramsey, and Kupp retire. And then he'll just go be on TV. So we only got like 5 more years of him being a blowhard coach. I kind of believe Breer that he might retire on pretty sooner rather than later in his life. Mark your words. Bills and Jets under 47. Under 47. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Both those teams play great defense. Probably could be a score very similar to what the Patriots and the Jets scored. Oh, they got Hurts. What a surprise. Sacked him.
Coming in around the corner, Jerry Hughes with some help from his friends.
Jerry Hughes continues to just impress. Milano, the left tackle, look at the bend that he uses. The bend to get underneath and then to be able to close and finish. What a great way to start the second half for the Texans and Jerry Hughes. Keep in mind, 34 years old in his 13th year, playing like he's in his second or third with his quickness.
Sorry about that. Somebody sent me a message. This is my dad. What's up, stud? Vikings money line. That seems safe. Stevenson should be RB1. I'm pretty sure Ramadre for the Patriots is RB1 now. In New England, you can lose your job on an injury. And I think that happened to Damian Harris when Stevenson came in and went for like 180 yards versus Detroit. He ran the shit over them. The Bills can be stopped defensively, or the Jets' defense is really, really good. I think people are a little unaware of how good they actually are. But again, their offense is the problem. I think that's going to be like a 17-22 game, like the Patriots game was, 17-24 type. Oh shit, they got him. Hurts is sacked. Sheesh, this will be a punt. Wow.
There he is again, and it's just becoming a mismatch on the left.
This is unreal. All right, so it'll be 4th and 12, and the Eagles will have to punt this away.
To be able to protect the ball because 55 was coming through to try to knock that ball loose and get a turnover.
If Zach plays bad next week, should Joe Flacco go in for the rest of the season? Yeah, as long as it's post-Patriots game. I have a feeling, though, if Zach plays bad this week, they're going to get rid of him. And then the Patriots are going to have to deal with White or Flacco. Good stop by the Philly secondary. Or by the Eagles secondary.
Jerry Hughes, 13th season, meaning he's been sacking guys since way back when. Freeman, Ponder, Mark Sanchez.
Zach plays next season. Should be, yeah. Will the Texans go shock the world? Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty nice.
Last week, Fields, Ryan, and Zach Wilson.
And again, look how agile he is. You know, he takes care of his body, works hard, such a pro, and it's great to see it.
Too early. Yeah, it's too early. But like, if he has a really bad game again, he's played really bad. Like, I wouldn't normally be saying this, but it's like KHY. It's like exceptionally bad. It's it's hard to point out positives. Like the only reason he was looking halfway decent against the Patriots is because the Patriots didn't have a player who could adequately cover Conklin because we're kind of small. And if we had Duggar, it wouldn't have. I don't know if they would have scored off passing touchdowns. And that's not. I'm not trying to be like super mean, but like it's one of them things. If the Patriots had Duggar against the Jets maybe wouldn't have been able to do anything. They took advantage of Conklin versus tiny safety. One sec, dude, my nose is fucked.
A couple of years ago, you can wear what you want, just about. 2nd and 20. Damian Pierce. Next Gen Stats, powered by AWS.
Yep. Take a look.
There you go.
He's been obviously effective tonight. He's running with great strength, lower body. Look at the yards after contact. He's 3rd in the NFL with yards after contact, and we knew coming in he was going to be a factor. Philadelphia knew coming in he was going to be a factor, but still to have a good first half says a lot about the way the line's playing and the way.
All right, 2nd and 20.
2nd and 20. Here he is again, and he's contacted immediately. What did we hear this morning that before
The Patriots.
he gained something like 1/10 of 1 yard? In other words,
Drew,
3.5
he's a
inches.
Patriots fan. 3rd down and like 22.
I can measure this.
Like 23. 3rd and super long here. So it looks like both teams are going to be forced into early punts as we start the 3rd. I always call the 3rd quarter a big quarter of nothing, or the entire game ends in the 3rd. The 3rd quarter to me is either the most is 99% of the time the most useless quarter in all of football. Almost nothing ever really happens, or like the entire game ends, and then the 4th quarter is a nonsense thing. So it's generally like the most useless quarter. Like it's like one team or both teams like are like weirdly checked out. They're like saving it up for what's about to come in the 4th quarter, or one team just goes into berserker mode.
Third punt for Cameron Johnston is a beauty. They're going to let it go. It bounces at the 5 and then skids into the end zone. So a punt of 67, but the
Commercial break here after the punt, and okay. Titans plus 12. Sheesh. Yeah, I would say the Titans cover that. I would also have the Titans winning that game. It's a commercial break. 11:21 remaining in the 3rd. 11:21 remains in the 3rd, and it'll be the new team's ball. Or the Eagles' ball. Why new team? I don't know why I said that. Alrighty, what do we got? More commercials. What is this? The peripheral? Peripheral? I can't say the word. Okay, I fucking hate that word. It's like peripheral. 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 Oh, that's not even the right word. That's why I can't say it. You bet money on the Eagles, they better win. They should win. Peripheral. That's what I thought. It was spelled weird. It's spelled peripheral. That's not the right. That wasn't the. I knew it was something different. It wasn't spelled just quite right.
Take a look
I was like, no, I know how to say peripheral if I see it.
Cleaned up so much with Jalen. I think he's more comfortable with the scheme. The ball gets out quicker.
Peripheral. See, I know how to say that word perfectly. Peripheral. You know what I mean? It's like not even a thing. Like now that I don't see that word up there, peripheral, it's like right in my. It's like it like flows off the tongue. I just have a weird cadence to saying some words. Like I say boot kind of funny, or I overpronounce double O's. It's a fucking. It's. Now that you know that, or if you can listen for it, you'll always hear it, and it'll drive you crazy if I'm like, oh, he booted it. And you'll be like, the fuck? Why does he say it like that? It'll be like, get down off the roof. Like I don't say those words right. It's like a fucking retardation. I think it's living in northern Michigan. I think that's part of the reason why Canadians say a boot. Because they got the long, I think they have problems with long double O's as well.
So second and inches and not a first down.
Did Al Michaels just say big gaping hole? Oh, if he did, it's going to be all over Twitter. Seahawks +2. Texans. Yeah, it's the Texans throwbacks to the early 2000s. Seahawks. Yeah, I would say I have the Seahawks winning against the Cardinals. A boot. Yeah, I say a lot easier. Like I can say about a lot easier because it has the U in it. Like scout is fine, but scoot, I say it very odd.
That's able to navigate his way through and get up before that first down marker.
Texans surprising this game by not being blown out. Hey, Glenn, that's what I'm saying. I'm happy that this game's going the way it's going because it's a lot better than what we usually get, and it's way better than what my expectations were. The fact that the Texans have given us a show for 3 quarters almost, it's like, hey, good. All right, let's go Texans. Thanks for the good showing. Hopefully you guys get the #1 pick. I'm from, I don't know, like mid-Michigan, and now I've been up in northern Michigan for a while. Or like mid to northern Michigan. Like middle. So like more northern than like 95% of the United States. And a lot of Canada. Pretty sure I'm further north than Toronto. Or just about. I'm like further north than like 80% of Canada, I feel like.
And he got it. Yeah, he finally got it. So the word came down from upstairs to Lovie Smith. You should throw the challenge flag here. Take a peek because they saw this. And from this angle, the knee is clearly down. Now you got.
Isn't that crazy that depending on what part of Michigan you live in, you could be more surrounded by Canada than the United States? Grand Rapids is pretty sweet. There's a whole bunch of cool shit in Michigan. I would say the UP's got all our cool shit, though, if you like nature. What's up, Ravens fan? In Michigan? No, I live in Michigan. Yep. I don't really want to leave the state. I only want to live in one of 2 states, Michigan or Colorado. The rest of them kind of suck. 3rd down and 1 play coming up. There's a plan to review. I'm not really sure what's being reviewed here. It might be a fumble. I think somebody fumbled it. Yeah, the game's been good, Glenn. That's all I've cared about. From about after Christmas until May. That's about our snow season. Like, sometimes it'll snow from October till, but like, for the most part, we don't get any kind of like consistent good snow till just about after Christmas for some reason. And then it goes crazy. I would say January into February is when it goes absolutely ballistic in this state. And you'll just see fucking 30-foot high snow rifts and shit that have been plowed up, and it's like it's just getting higher and higher and higher and higher. The last 2, no, I don't hunt because I don't really want to shoot animals. Not really what I would consider fun. Nor do I consider it fair. Ice fishing, no, because I don't want to fucking fall in the ice. And snowmobile, I would if I could afford a snowmobile. Seahawks blew out the Giants. I mean, 27-13 is not really much of a blowout. Especially since one of them came in like kind of a garbage time. So like 20-13 is more of an accurate score. Seahawks versus Buccaneers is going to be a good one. Yeah. Is that one in? Yeah, that's in Germany too. So the Texans are going to get a turnover taken away. Okay.
At the 28-yard line, it'll be 4th and 2.
Yeah, German football. That'll be fun to see. April is your least favorite month. I always get sick. Yep. It's a shit month.
Will not be charged.
Not this week. I think next week is the German game. Oh, he was down. Okay.
Totally down. Touched.
No last into May. Yep. That's how it goes.
So the
Typically,
first
Glenn.
drives in
Oh,
this
man, my nose is...
week.
Hold on, guys. I'm going to go get some soda real quick. I need something to drink. Oh, my shit.
Kirksey is the guy who put him down. And now Sippis is in to punt for the second time. And Desmond King is stood up at his own 24-yard line. Fair catch called for at the 20-yard line. So talking about what's coming up for the Texans, a lot of this has to do with the Deshaun Watson trade to Cleveland. 12 total picks next year, 2 in the first round. Theirs and Cleveland's 24 at the moment, 10 total, and 2 more. In the
Holy
first round,
shit.
pending any trades that take place. Only team with multiple first round.
These dudes got a lot of draft
in the next
picks.
2 drafts. So that scouting department, if they hit some home runs, this team could be in pretty good shape down the line.
Yeah, I think they're incredibly.
Wonder how they use them.
Their patience so far with a year that has not obviously.
Oh, week
gone
10. Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's next week. Yep.
They feel there are pieces
Here we go.
built
Second or first and 10. Texans going to go with the handoff here.
draft picks.
Yep.
Pierce, what you saw, Nick Caserio,
Wait, how the hell did the Eagles just get the ball?
Bill Belichick
Or how the Texans... Was that a turnover?
now running the operation. So among the
So did the Eagles just turn... Did they rule the Eagles turned it over? I kind of missed what just happened.
coming out of college this year.
Yeah, and I think sometimes look at
Suddenly it's the Texans' ball in their own territory. What? They punt. Oh, they punted. Okay.
Probably would have punted. Now he's become the most improved player because the guys around
Yeah, I
him
totally missed. I went and grabbed something to drink. I'm sorry.
what he's capable of doing.
I apologize.
That's not an easy decision to make for
Run the
Nick.
play. Second and 4. Oh, oh, that's embarrassing.
Up Graham
2-yard loss, 3-yard loss. Depends on where they want to spot it. Probably 3rd and 6.
started, and it will be 3rd down.
Brandon Graham coming off a torn.
If I could, I would cash out on this game. If I was betting on this and I had like a big amount of money on the Eagles money line, oh boy, would I get out of this one
Collapsing the edges of this
without something major happening here in the next couple minutes.
get upfield, get vertical with their front.
If you spoiled, I have to time you out, Drew.
Great job of doing that.
I have a very strict no spoil rule, and you've been here more than once, so I'm sure you've heard. Not to spoil things.
3rd and 6.
So if this next play is picked, I have to time you out for a minute.
Throws, and it's going to be
And
at
that's...
the 42-yard line. Gardner Johnson is
I'm
fifth
pretty
in
annoyed that... Why would you do that?
takes it
Gotta get ready for your while, man.
territory.
See you in 5 minutes.
C.J. Gardner Johnson now leading the league in picks with 5.
Well, we just
There's
talked
just
about
no
Brandon
reason to do
Graham,
that.
and he brings pressure
Anyway,
off the edge.
it'll be 1st and 10 after the interception by C.J. Gardner Johnson.
Chance here. Just completely throws it up in the air, didn't get anything on it.
You can hear where I'm at. Like, it's really not that difficult. Like, regardless of if you've not been here or not, you can hear where I'm at, like, literally watching the game live. And some people are actually, like, this is how they're also watching. So, like, they maybe pause their own game and time it up with mine because they can hear where we're at. Or they can see that it's like 1st and 10. Hurts is about to snap the ball. He snaps it. He goes with the play action. They throw it. It's swatted, and he grabs the ball on the swat.
At the line of scrimmage.
Like, it's not hard to figure out where I'm at. It's genuinely not. You can ask me to do a very specific play-by-play to time it up.
Sometimes when they go hurry up,
And
you see that ball
I'm gonna have to remove someone else here in a second. 0 if.
an awareness there by
Yep.
Green
All right.
to
See you later.
get up quickly. How about the year
When you do it that way, I remove you from the stream with a ban.
Halfway through the year, not even.
Because that's intentional.
Second and 10. Hurts. Time. Throws. Caught. Touchdown, Brown.
We'll just get rid of people who do it intentionally.
Well, you could only keep him down for so long.
Like, I don't know why people have to ruin things. That was just being rude. Having a 5 IQ. Whatever. You don't have to watch. You don't have to be here. Anyway, 21-14, as long as their kicker doesn't ice another kick here for whatever reason. Still pretty goddamn embarrassing that the fucking college kick like method stopped the Eagles from having a 24-14 lead. Let's see if he can make the short kick. All right, he got that one right down the middle. Yeah, it was, Abe. Very unfortunate situation. Especially since it's like kind of out there that he wasn't even like an instigator. He just kind of was, caught in a bad spot. Twice. Anyway, it's 21-14, 8:04 to play here in the third. 21-14 with 8:04 to play here in the third. Texans will get the ball. Their chance to tie it up. All right, I'm gonna unban this person. Well, I'll give it a few more minutes. He passed in Houston. I think he's from Houston, right? Or he's like from that area. That's where he like claims. Madden 23 was the fastest dying Madden I think ever. Atlanta. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know much about the Migos. I just know that they were really like hot for a minute, and then I think the guys kind of broke up, or kind of like stopped doing like direct work together. And his solo career looked like it was starting to pop off a little bit. And then this happened, unfortunately. Because that's the group, what's his name? The Future, right? Russell Wilson's kid's dad. That's about that's the only reason I know about the Migos, is because I know a little bit about Future. And mainly because I think it's hilarious, the connection with Russell Wilson, Future, and Sierra. Just a hilarious trio. And Russell Wilson's the most random dude to be thrown in that, by the way. That's why it's funny to me. It's just like, you got Future, you got Sierra. You're like, all right, that makes sense. Who's the third guy in the picture? Russell Wilson. Oh, it's Offset? Oh, see what I mean? I'm not in that rap culture, like that style of rap. I don't know much about it. I thought they were all in one supergroup called the Migos. You could see my honest mistake. I feel like I always see him with them, so I was like, oh, he's part of the gang. At least I don't think all their last names are the Migos. You know how embarrassing that shit would be? Right? That would be pretty stupid if that was real, right? That's not all their last names. I know that at least. Look, dude, this guy 100% thinks Amigos is their last name.
And you can see what they have done. Traded for Gardner Johnson. You just saw him with the pick.
No, that would be fucking stupid. You go, Jesus, Daniel. All right, I'm gonna unban that one person now. I think he's learned his lesson. Don't spoil. It's fucking annoying. It ruins it for not only me, but a lot of the people watching. Thank you. Wait till you hear me say the play. It's not difficult. And if you say, oh, it's on the screen thing. Yeah, I have that hidden. I do very specific screen things to make sure I'm hidden from any spoilment on my own accord. I can't help where the ESPN page is at. The Texans just need to let it fly deep. Yeah, they just gotta like kind of stop with all the like weirdness. 2nd and 14 coming up. What you call a trap game for the Eagles. Oh, an interesting interception for the Eagles. Yeah. That killed the Texans. I hope if they can score here, they can kind of neutralize the sting of that interception. But yeah, the Eagles will score on turnovers. So
just checking a box for a talented player. That's to me a big difference in what they've done here in Philly.
And Roseman's had an
screen pass.
past few years.
Hey, some big yards. Hey, a first down too. Just shy of the 50. Oh, 100%. Yeah, Texans are only down by a score.
Once he got away from
I'm not a big fan of the rap scene. The Megan Thee Stallion. Nope. She's pretty hot though, but not interested in watching her perform music. She's talented. I don't like. I don't think women make very good music. Like 80%, like 99% of female artists don't make good music. Wanna know how I know that? Even most women agree, because like most women listen to guy artists. It is what it is. Sometimes, again, it's not my style of music, so I don't know. But like, women's music doesn't appeal to me almost at all. Some songs do, most of it doesn't. Don't know what that means about me, but I think women are better singers than men, but I like men's art way more than women perform the art better. Men, I think, create it a little better, and that's the dynamic and the beauty of duality, like having a relate. That's how things work together is really good. Because there is kind of a genius in the way women can make things very, very, very presentable compared to the way men can.
You get in his way, he's going to run over his own linemen. He's going to run over defensive linemen, safeties. He gets his pads down, and he is physical.
That's why a lot of women are become editors for a lot of like shitty ass fucking creative dudes.
Texans tonight, 20 runs.
Like you wouldn't have had people like F. Scott Fitzgerald if he didn't have a fucking really talented wife. Like if you know, you know. There would be no Great Gatsby if his wife didn't edit the shit out of that, because it was like pretty much inane ramblings for a lot of it because he was fucking drunk as shit. So, again, there's like weirdness to it, you know what I mean?
You know, since his days playing football in his backyard without pads on as a kid, he told me he's felt he'd rather.
I think men are a little more creative. Women are way better at presenting the creativity.
Into his rookie season, he says that mentality has only been reinforced.
That's something Keith Jackson would have said.
Yeah, I literally wouldn't be able to. I probably got better fashion than most chicks. I'm forward thinking in fashion. Everything I do, people eventually adapt to. Like I started wearing all white fucking shoes, and everybody made fun of my all white Adidas. And then like 3 months later, everybody was wearing fucking all white shoes. Like everybody was. And I was like, see, I know I'm ahead of the game. I'm always like a year ahead of fashion trends. So I'm fucking fashionable.
He's not just a bull in a china shop running around back there. He's got great feel and instincts for this offense and the style that they use.
Or people eventually just always cycle back to wearing shorts and sweatshirts. And I take the cake. And I'm like, I've been doing this for years. Yeah, my all white shoes lasted for about a year and a half, and then I went, all right, I'm going back to blacks, and it's been awesome. I never think twice about anything now. It's great. Haven't thought twice about anything since I got my black shoes back. I'm like, oh, this is so much less stressful. I don't care about dirt. It doesn't even show up. Indestructible shoes.
While he's having a great night, the line, the tight ends, and the fullbacks are doing their job.
Anyway, Texans going with the handoff here. Into the red zone they go. You're back. Hold on.
Longtime former Patriot Rex Burkhead led the team in rushing last year. Started with Cincinnati. First down.
Pep Hamilton is loving what he's seeing from this offensive line, getting positive yards on 1st and 10. And these drives that have been effective, he's mixed up the looks, the personnel groupings, formations, trying to make Philly have to adjust. And this line is getting off the ball again. It's like watching a different team from last week against Jeffrey Simmons and that talented Titans front to tonight.
So the defensive coordinator.
Come on, Houston, score a touchdown. They're going to hand it off, and it'll be 2nd and 9.
For the moment, they stop Pierce close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, dice games are fucking crazy. I wouldn't want to go to anything like that. I just don't do anything like that. I'm like, I'll just pass. Just stay home and play video games. I'm not trying to get fucking shot these days. Like all that.
Using that as a learning experience and playing much better tonight.
I've been chilling on my own. Fuck all that. People are crazy these days. I ain't hanging out with nobody. I have a 0% chance of getting shot the way I live. I guess school, that's a pretty good shot, but like, I'll put that in the low 30s. And I make moves at like 6 a.m., 7 a.m., so I'm at stores before anyone's awake. Yeah, same, Glenn. It's the same. We got the same issues. Megan's great, but it's like, man, I wish you just like, I don't know. Get into acting, please, so I can just appreciate you more. Talented bitch. Again, I understand she's incredibly talented for her style of work. Like, you have to understand, like, I'm not trying to hate on the bitch. It's just, it's not my thing. She's not really a women artist.
This is where Mills wants to buy some time. There's just nobody open. He tries to bring Burkhead back, hoping for pass interference call, but her best case, get a pass interference call, just unable to get it.
I don't know names.
From 30. Bangs that one through, and so
I don't really follow like the actresses like that. And they always look so different. I don't really watch movies. I haven't watched a modern movie in like 4 years outside of Batman, so or the Joker and shit. So who's that black chick from Spider-Man? She's hot. I again, she's not that. What is she, like 22? I don't feel creepy saying that. So her. Yeah, she's probably the hot one. Yeah. For my personal tastes, anyway, I'm not really into. I'm not a big fan of white chicks. The Barbarian movie that came out was really good. The main actress was. Oh, really? All right, I have to look into that.
You got Tua and Hurts, and Tua took over for Hurts, and then Hurts was sat on the bench, and of course went to Oklahoma, finished second to Burrow in the Heisman balloting. Not that that would be a storyline.
Unless the white lady has a hot mom, then I know she's gonna age well, and then it's like, all right. If not, I have no interest in the bitch. It's like, ugh. You're gonna look like a fucking. You're gonna look like a demon one day. No thanks. But if the chick's got a hot mom and she's white, you know you're in the clear because she's gonna age just like her mom. Because women don't really like make babies. If they have a daughter, a woman, if she has a daughter, it's literally just a clone of herself. Especially like the hotter the woman, the more likely her daughter is just a clone. You tell me I'm wrong. Go look at hot chicks and then look at their moms. They're the same bitch, and they barely look different. Especially when they're like 20 and 40. When that age difference happens, it's impossible to tell the difference.
From the 25, this drive begins.
They look like one looks like a slightly older sister. It's fucking crazy. I'm telling you, that's what happens to like 99% of hot chicks. They have just like this weird little clone fall out their cunt, and then 8 to 20 years later, they have like a little sister. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's like a high 90% likelihood that happens as long as the hot chick isn't plastic.
think there's more to it. I think that
Like if Zach Wilson had a sister, I guarantee his mom she would look just like her mom. Like I'm talking like almost a weird identical clone.
and then into this offseason, into this year, where they've developed.
Sorry. Yeah, no, nobody cares about this game for some reason. This is sad. Then the Texans. All right, here we go. Last play of the third quarter, I would imagine. Here come the Texans. Hurts. Oh, they might get him again. Oh, there's a flag on the play. First down.
Escaping everybody on that defense.
Oh, there wasn't a flag on the play? I thought, dude, that's. Oh, there's like 3 different times they could have called holding on that run, but okay. It's one thing I have noticed in this game. The Eagles are getting away with what might be some. It's either the Texans line is really, really bad. Like they just like, or it just looks like, and it looks like some really gnarly holding is happening. Or there's a lot of holding happening. Anyway, it's the end of the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. Fourth quarter coming up here quickly. It's 21-17. Eagles have the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 37. 1st and 10 at their own 37. It's 21-17 Eagles. Fourth quarter coming up. The fact that this is still a 4-point game is quite tremendous. Great job by the Texans tonight. You have to be wildly impressed with the team that most of us imagined. I don't think any of us thought we'd be watching this still. Yeah, Vlad, I was gonna say that too. Like, if you're an Eagles fan, you're just like, holy shit. This is the worst case scenario if you're an Eagles fan. This is like, god damn it, this is not gonna make us look any better about the easy schedule stuff. But yeah, Glenn, that was kind of funny. Everybody was talking about random shit. Oh shit, I forgot to mute it. I hope there wasn't a bunch of music being played. Oh well, if there was, I'll just have to that whole section will be muted on the replay. The 3 people that watch it will be like, darn, what happened when during that commercial break? That was all the good stuff. You missed all the good. Yeah, Eagles fans are. This game was like, it literally everybody thought they wouldn't be watching this game going into the fourth quarter going, yeah, if this was any other team, the Eagles would be getting upset tonight. The Thursday nights are the craziest games always in football. It's always something stupid like this happens when a good team plays a really bad team. It's either like it's never a crazy blowout by the good team. It just like, it never seems to happen that way. I don't know what, like if this was a Sunday afternoon game, the Eagles would be up 49-7 heading into the fourth quarter. And I don't think it has to do anything to do with the prime time aspect of this game, because even if this was Sunday night, it would be probably a massacre. But yeah, it has to do with this weird ass Thursday stuff. Yeah, home major underdog. I guess it's got something a little bit to defend on the line. All right, fourth quarter. Hold on.
Dallas and the Giants 6-2. Washington 4-4 in the South. Tennessee started 0-2. Now they're 5-2 on top in that division. Now Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Kaylee Hartung, 4-point game from the 37-yard line. Philadelphia starts with a flip to Sanders and about an 8-yard pickup. We're talking about Howie Roseman before, and the job he's done with Philadelphia, bringing these people in. It's kind of funny. I mean, he was a key man in that front office.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's bad for the first few weeks, but after, I wonder how long it actually is kind of a problem on like recovery and, you know what I mean? Like, I would say by about week 9, if teams aren't ready for Thursday night football, that's kind of on the team. Like, you just kind of don't have a tight ship ran. Because at some point, like, it has to become automatic from week to week to week. You probably only need like 3 days, 4 days. Maybe. I don't know. I've heard it expressed both ways. Some players, not enough time. Some players say it's more than enough time by the time the season gets going. So it's kind of like you could see it either way. I wouldn't know. I've never played. But, you know, you can only kind of go off what players say. It seemed, I think it was Pat and AJ both today say that the second thing where it was kind of like, at first it sucks, but like, you know, by about week 9, it doesn't really matter. Week 10. Midway through, you're it's kind of like a routine system going on. You don't think the Eagles are going undefeated this season?
And then that's a heck of a throw as he's falling back, baiting that linebacker to be able to get that in over the...
Yeah, I think Thursday is just hated because it's like, it just comes so quick after Sunday. It's just a fight. It's like, ah, damn it. Like, you don't like going to work the next day, you know what I mean? Nobody likes to work. Except weirdos. These guys might like it a little bit more, but some of these guys, this is literally just the job that their body is physically designed to do from 3 generations of just being born that way. This is a job. Who's just like, fuck, man, I can't wait to get out after 10 years. They just make way more money. With way more risk to their health.
How it's been executing in recent weeks. I mean, you're talking about as good as anybody as far as efficiency and the quarterback play from Hurts, but between the pressure from Hughes off the edge and mixing up some looks.
Only reason Myles Garrett barely got hurt from that car crash is because he plays in the NFL. Did you see the person that he was with? That lady looked like she was about to die. She was fine inevitably, nothing serious, but she looked a lot worse than he did. He was up moving like, whoo, boy, that was rough. Yeah, Texans are getting kind of sliced up right here. 1st and 10 at the 20. They're just outside the red zone right now. Not looking good.
Pressure again, and Kelsey leading the way there.
The miracle stop. And they get the big pick. Ah, shit, that'll get the ball inside the 10. Ooh. That's all the way to the 8. 1st and goal to the 8 with 12:20 to play in the quarter. It's 21-17. Looks like the Eagles are trying to make it a 11-point game. An 11 and 11. I was going to say a 10-point game or a 12-point game, but then I was like, well, why can't I do math? This is why I have an English degree, I guess.
Sanders to the 3-yard line. And Sanders closing in on 100. That's 98 yards.
Need to draft Will Anderson 1st overall. Is that another quarterback?
Love to go to the left side and don't exclude Jason Kelsey when they go that way. Watch the center kind of get out there, and then he just doesn't give up on a place. Rooting down, helmet down. He's looking for anybody.
Will Anderson is? Okay. Oh, edge rusher. Yeah, they could use that. I wonder what they're going to do. They have a million fucking picks, the Texans do the next 2 years. A lot of really good picks, too. They might have 2 top 10 picks, depending on how Cleveland finishes their season up. Oh, yeah, that's a touchdown. Wide open to Dallas Goedert. And Goedert has 8 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown tonight. So if you have him on fantasy, that's probably a pretty nice to feeling. You know, pretty nice thing. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, I think Mike has him. Yeah, it's now 28-17, pending the extra point here.
Great call by Steichen, the offensive coordinator, on 1st and 10. They just hit the zone read, and now you go, you give that action, you freeze that in man on the line.
Make this keep it close.
From the other side, he's all alone out in the flat.
It's like Halloween for good teams. Anything can happen. Yeah, it's just weird. It's just like a weird night sometimes.
Conversion attempt. We will hear from.
Yeah, the Eagles run a really good RPO. The Dolphins run a really good RPO, and I know you're gonna kind of giggle about this, but the Patriots also, with Mac Jones, run a really effective RPO. They were fucking the Jets up with it. Despite, you know, the Patriots are kind of limited offensively right now. Mac Jones, all these Bama quarterbacks are running incredible RPO offenses in the NFL. They're all really good at it. Jalen Hurts, and Tua, and of course Mac Jones is like, if you go watch, every play is basically an RPO for Mac. And that's the difference between why we don't want to use Bailey Zappi. We're an RPO offense now.
The offensive coordinator was such a bright future.
Part of the new West Coast.
Then the analytics come into play, right?
I guess.
Also, that's why the Patriots look like they don't know what the hell they're doing on offense all of a sudden. They went from a traditional power back offense, you know, with the fullback power eye offense, to West Coast RPO in one offseason. That's a pretty wicked change. Especially when you got a rookie. What are they doing? And the Eagles go for 2. It's the most unnecessary worst shit ever.
29-17.
Just to make it look like they put up more points than they did, because they're like, yeah, they're kind of looking pretty bad.
And in he goes.
I think the Eagles realized the fact, like, only having 29 against the Texans, they went, uh-oh. Everyone's going to think we suck, kind of. 11:22 to play here in the game. 11:22 left in the fourth. It's now 29-17. 12-point game. Texans down by 2 scores. Yeah, I think they finally decided to hit the kill switch. I don't know what took them so long, but here we are. Thank you to everyone who's tuned in, by the way. Thank you for, you know, sticking around to hang out and everything. It's a commercial break right now. It would be hilarious if the fucking Texans scored right away and then went for 2 and got it and kept it at 4 points. I'd be like, that's really nice. Yeah, finally, the Eagles are like, all right. Yeah, we won't destroy them entirely until the fourth quarter starts. That way, people think it's a game. Oh, we're just waiting for the kickoff. Yeah, after that, literally no promises. We might actually pull a shillelagh out. How the Astros do today? What's the baseball situation looking like? I haven't gotten to see an update in that in a while. Last I knew, it was 2-1 Stros. So at least the Phillies were able to get a hit tonight. An embarrassment. Ugh. That's pretty rough. Panthers Atlanta next Thursday. Ooh. Looks like looks like a concert.
What game you got this week?
Game day, I have Tennessee and Georgia, which is a big showdown.
Sure.
And I'm flying to, after that, I'll fly down to Baton Rouge for LSU and Alabama.
All right, here's the kickoff.
2 big ones. Kaylee, what's shaking down there?
Well, Al, tonight on the Texans sidelines, there you have their second
Hey,
round
John
pick,
Mechie.
John Mechie, a source of inspiration if there ever was one. He was diagnosed with
Hopefully he's doing better with the leukemia stuff. Does anyone have any updates on that, by the way? Is he like in remission?
Now he tells me
I would imagine he's in. He looks pretty solid, so I would imagine he's in remission,
just as important to his recovery, he told me, has been getting back into a routine.
or at least he's responding quite positively to treatments. Looks good. Looks like he's in pretty solid shape.
Like he could suit up tonight.
Yeah, that's great.
Looks like he's able to still work out. He didn't look all skinny or anything.
Between this guy, Pierce, and getting Mechie back next year, and all
So that's a super reassuring sign.
they're kind of set up. There is Devontae Smith, his former teammate.
Yeah.
And before the game, the 2 getting together.
You throw Jalen Waddle into the mix. I mean, it was a tight-knit group when they were in Tuscaloosa.
His face does look a little chubby, though, which kind of does indicate he's going through some medical treatments, though.
But you're right, Al, I agree with Pierce.
A couple telltale signs of whatever he might be doing to treat it. Yeah, Texans came out here, played a good game tonight.
Deep downfield, and
Not that throw, really, but, you know.
flag is
Oh, it's going to be rough in the passer.
the intended receiver.
First and 10 to some part of the field. I think like the 40. 27. So yeah, it'll be at the 42. That's a 15-yarder. Automatic first and 10. Yeah, I would say this is the Eagles adding points out. Yeah, that was the little 2-pointer, and just made the score look a little bit better for the Eagles in the end. Kind of to cover up some of the poop that they just did.
The National Football League. Your thoughts on that call, Terry?
Yeah, Kirk, it doesn't appear late. It looks like it's within one step, and I don't see head and neck area. I mean, in real time, it's obviously they're going to lean toward calling a foul. It's a big hit, but I don't believe it was on replay.
But it costs them 15. Gives the Texans a first down, trying to scramble back into it. And Pierce doing his best out to the 46-yard line. Fletcher Cox in on the tackle. Second down and 6.
People just tuning in or going back and forth maybe between the World Series.
Second down.
It's a 14-14 game. Not just at half.
Second down and 6 coming up here. Ball's at the 46-yard line.
And they get the interception.
I really hope Texans score here, just so the Eagles can't say it was like a beatdown. Be like, nah, it wasn't. We all watched. You guys barely won that shit versus Houston. That was hilarious.
They were able to punch it in for a touchdown, and that really changed the complexion of the game from that point forward.
Again, no one really probably ever had this game in doubt, but it's also like, yeah, they kept it within 4 for almost the whole game. Oh, there goes Davis Mills, 99 speed. Some call him Davis Jackson. Some people call Lamar Jackson Lamar Davis. Or Lamar Mills. God damn it. I messed my own joke up. I never messed that joke up. What's up, Kenny? How's it going, man? I just ruined it.
It's about the third or fourth time we've seen him feel an opening, trust his legs, and pick up a first down.
Mills also said in preseason, we're here to shock the world.
The John Wick trilogy. My dad really enjoys the John Wick trilogy.
Of course, he told him that.
Yeah, how have you been, man? I understand you get busy with school. You got football stuff going on. Life been good?
Texans with 1 win and a tie.
Second and 10 here after a small incompletion. Ball's at the 47.
This will be referee stops contest halfway through the first quarter. Instead, been a very good game.
I think it's a reminder.
Long road trip. Where do you got to play tomorrow? Or where are you guys heading off to tomorrow?
Every single week. This was almost a setup.
Or for Saturday, I would assume.
Had a big game against Dallas a few weeks ago. A big rivalry game with Pittsburgh. And here you are on a Thursday night on the road.
All right.
5-1 Houston.
Ball is at the Philly 47 if you're curious what 47 we're at. Mills scrambles, throws, and gets a completion. Ooh, we'll see if that's actually a completion. They're going to say he caught it, but they're going to review it. Greenville, Illinois. Ooh, that's a far drive. 1. I missed when his foot tapped. I missed it by like a millisecond somehow. The Texans tried to get the playoff, but a challenge flag comes out. If it's complete, it's first and 10 to the Philly 28. Let me see this. Okay, he gets 100%. Dude, I think he got it. We'll see. Please let me see it one more. Let me see that a few more times. Let us see this. This is either he got it in or he didn't. It's the easy. This isn't even controversial. God damn it. I hate when they do that. Every time it's a controversial call, they'll go away, so that way the people can't figure it out on Twitter and everybody get angry in real time. I swear that's why they stopped letting people watch the reviews. Because people on Twitter were getting it right way better than the fucking people in the NFL were. And they were like, oh, we can't have this. This feels bad. So now they don't show replays on TV for some reason. That's what I thought. I thought he got that second foot and then his knee slides out underneath him. But I do think he was able to tap that second one ever so discreetly before his body touches out. That's going to be like, they got to prove that it doesn't, by the way, because they ruled it a catch. So what they have to do is prove that he didn't tap before. That's almost impossible to disprove right there with what we see. I don't think there's conclusive enough evidence to be like, well, it's so close. It's like you almost can't overturn what's been called, because that is supposed to be the parameter of how a challenge works. It's like, well, is there enough evidence to overturn what we've seen called? Sometimes there might just not be, and if there is, then but we only got two small angles of it. Red Wings won. All right, what's the Red Wings record this year? They're way better than what they've been. It's a commercial break still. Who they? Yeah, the Eagles have some. Surprised they're like, isn't their next game super easy too? To the point where it's like, why are they looking past? Why are they looking past teams when their next game isn't even like a big deal? Oh, that's not even crazy. Why are they? Did you guys just see that Alexa commercial with the guy drinking the ranch in his chocolate milk and stuff? Did they steal our Nuzdar bit? Because we had Nuz drinking way worse stuff in his cereal than whatever the hell that was. We could give him a way better fucking commercial than that. And then Nuz would put on a football helmet and run through cardboard into a fucking steel pole with a belly full of fucking poison.
Foot comes down in one step, all in one continuous motion. If it touches out of bounds,
oh, he's out. It's going to be ruled out of bounds.
And it is, and Kelsey's right. This is.
Look where the top of his foot touches. Yeah, he's out, dude. Fuck.
Toe comes down, all in one step. Incomplete.
And that's going to make it.
That's going to be incomplete. Look at where the top of his foot touches. It just touches out.
Perfect. And yet, that's why Terry refereed 3 Super Bowls.
I know.
Come on.
The Titans might actually be. I don't know though. AJ Brown might go absolutely insane against that team. Titans have a very good shot. If they beat the Chiefs, they'll probably beat the Eagles too.
Right.
It's kind of like or if they keep it incredibly close versus the Titans, or versus the Chiefs, then the Titans will probably beat the Eagles.
I feel like we could have gone for hours talking to him about football.
I was ready to play for him.
I know. Man, what energy. Genuine though.
It's not my shit. I was like, what the hell is that high-pitched noise?
His guys love it, and why they're off to this start.
The runner did not get both feet down in bounds, therefore it's an incomplete pass. That'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 47-yard line.
All right, back to the 47 and a 3rd and 10.
Will not be charged with a team timeout.
8:48 left.
Titans can only run. Yeah, they run the shit out of it.
Well, great effort nonetheless. Jordan,
Packers need to beat the Eagles during the that won't be easy for the Packers. I guess if the Packers find an identity on offense, they might be able to do something. Anyway, 3rd down and 10 here. 9 minutes to play. 9:03 exactly to play here in the quarter. Shotgun formation. They go play action, and Mills is grabbed. He's sacked, and that'll end the drive.
Get to him. Hargrave. Busting through again. 4th down.
More than likely, especially if the Eagles get it and probably do what they're probably about to do.
In the NFL right now, on the inside,
throw a pick 6.
Power he has in his lower body. You add the quickness and the burst. Green is a
we'll see, I guess.
Just getting pushed right into the quarterback.
Yeah, pick your poison when it comes to that defensive line. Yeah, Reddick as well.
The most unlikely comeback.
Now punt on a 4th and 14.
Here's the punt. And it'll be fair caught at the 10. All right, commercial break coming on up. I'll mute it as soon as it pops back on. There's 8:15 to play here in the quarter. 8:15 left in the 4th. 29-17 is the score with Eagles ball. 1st and 10 at the 10. Probably a lot of running coming up. You got Hurts, Goder, and their defense tonight. Oh, shit. Yo, you don't want the rap? You have them on fantasy? Yes, I feel you. Yeah, I don't mind it on Prime. I just wish they had better games. Maybe they'll get better games once Dan Snyder's forced to sell the Commanders to Jeff Bezos. And then the Commanders get all the love for the rest of forever. Commanders will be exclusively on Thursday nights. It'll be crazy. If you don't play the Commanders that year, you don't get a Thursday night game. They're like, listen, these are our scheduled games. Like, this feels like a weird, unfair advantage. You guys get all this extra time. It feels like you only play on Thursday. Yeah, we only play Thursdays and one Monday night game. We don't want it to be on the other stuff. They even give up their Monday night game. They're like, we just want Thursday night. We want to be the JV team of the NFL. We are here to steal from the JV kids. Are there only 3 members of that team left? The 72 Dolphins? They only showed 3 guys like that looked modern era, like, you know, kind of still alive. Is that all they got left? I guess that would make sense. That was like 50 years ago. Oh, that was 50 years ago. But not even like it was 50, wasn't it? 72, 22, so yeah.
So what do they have coming up here? All right, Washington next week at Indy, Green Bay, 3-5.
Eagles got to play Washington, Indy, Green Bay, Tennessee, the Giants, Chicago, Dallas, New York, or New Orleans, and yeah, they got a couple wagons left. That play goes nowhere quick. 2nd down and 12 coming up, 4-yard loss or 2-yard loss.
NFC East has changed drastically.
Jeff Lurie bought this team
Bum, bum,
in the
bum.
mid-90s. Wife Tina is there as well.
Bum, bum, bum,
It's an organization that has a tremendous amount of respect the way it's been run.
Jeff Lurie's wife is either white and has a lot of surgery and looks Asian, or he's got an Asian wife. The Eagles chairman. Can't really tell. It's one or the other. Oh, they got him. They sacked him. It's a huge sack too, all the way down to the 4. Yeah, if you've seen the lady, you know exactly. You're like, yeah, that's a very good observation. Jesus, what the hell? What's going on there? Again, she's either a white lady that's had a little too much, you know, she's having, she's having trouble with aging. She's not accepting it. Or it's a Chinese woman. It's one of the two. So, bitch, you messed yourself up. You lost your whole religion or your whole race. I don't even know what you are anymore. What is this? I actually look normal. Oh no. Okay, I thought they just gave up a 1st down run. I'd been like, man, that would have been demoralizing. Anyway, 4th down now. 4th and 10, 4th and 8, depending on the spot. It'll be the Texans' ball. I like that the Texans didn't have to go far back to get their red helmets. They just had to go back like 3 years and be like, I guess we just don't. These are the ones we quit using 3 years ago, but they're retro enough for us. This is as far back as we can go. These are our oldest looking helmets. It's like, yeah, and they're objectively better than the ones you have now. I'm glad you guys are still tuned in. Yeah, I think these are their original helmets. They're more of a variation of the color that their like launch helmets were, if I remember correctly. Texans fans, if you're out there, you guys had red helmets, right? Your helmets you're wearing are like your first iteration of your home helmets, right? I think that's supposed to be like what they're doing here. I think if you look up David Carr Texans, he's got a red helmet. Hold on. Carr Texans. Let me look at something here. Maybe not. Maybe they've always had blue helmets.
two-point conversion was significant.
Let me see something.
To the extent that if it was an 11-point lead at 28-17, you'd have a field goal touchdown.
Sure.
Now you need 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and you're asking an offense that has their top 2 receivers out to get into predictable play calling because it was under 6 to go and needed a couple scores. All of a sudden, you're asking Chris Moore and Philip Dorsett. And
I guess not. Maybe I didn't. Maybe they didn't.
They got to make plays, and the line's got to hold up.
Huh.
Slides to his left.
Must be new.
And making the grab is
That'd make more sense. It would have made sense that they had retro stuff. That actually makes way more sense. That makes way more sense. You know the Titans are going to have retros somehow, even though they're new as well. Their retros are just going to be, I think they're trying to get the Tennessee Oilers thing started.
Big play.
27-yard gain there.
Yeah, I think that's what the Titans want to use. I'm like 80% positive. I think they're getting like, I think there's some things they got to figure out, but I'm pretty sure because that's their that is their throwback identity. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have retro Oiler helmets. Won't swear to it. Won't swear to it, but I'm like 80% positive I read this. Like they're going to do this. I'll Google it here after this drive here. The Texans are actually driving pretty effectively here right now. First down play all the way to the 21.
Big body into the boundary, 6'2", 220, and he's matched up there, man-to-man coverage.
That's what I know they did in 2009. Tennessee Titans retro helmet 2022.
Gives him a chance. Continue to be impressed with these guys. Moore, Camp, Dorsett.
Over 300 yards of offense tonight for this team.
Yeah, I was going to say actively working to make the Oilers their throwbacks. That's what I thought. And I'm pretty sure they're wearing them this year. Yeah, if you look into it, they're going to, yeah, with the oil rig and everything. Yep, the powder blue and everything. But I'm pretty sure that even outside of that, the Titans are like making that their official retro helmets. Which is, I think they also plan on debuting them against the Texans. It's going to be one of the craziest fucking moments we're ever going to get to see it in football, by the way. Do you know how wildly disrespect? Because, like, one of the things the Texans have asked the Titans for repeatedly is to give them the rights to those names.
I mean, the last 2 weeks, he just
it does. It looks hilarious the way it looks, but I mean, I don't know. They'll get their Super Bowl. It looks kind of nice.
Nice job of just pushing Mills and Jordan.
Oh, they missed a guy in the back of the end zone wide open. Oh no. 3rd and 4.
Touchdown on the seam route.
3rd and 4. Mills.
No, that's PI.
But a flag is thrown. So let's see who it's on.
If the Titans have balls, though, they would 100% wear those against the Texans in Houston. Like, we're going to save them. For what? The Houston game. Oh, okay. In Houston. Yeah, but they want the identity. Technically, the Cleveland Browns aren't associated with the Cleveland Browns that used to be there. That team's in Baltimore now. You know what I mean? Like, technically, you know, technically the Baltimore Ravens could have the Baltimore Browns as a fucking alternate identity, just like the Tennessee Titans have the Houston Oilers, or the Tennessee Oilers. That they, like, technically the Browns don't have to exist. The Ravens just did a nice thing and gave them back. They let them have the rights to those names. The Titans aren't doing that. It's hilarious that they're not. Feels like some of the most petty shit I've ever heard of in my entire life. All because they didn't let the guy get a new stadium. It's still 57 right now by me, so it's been clearly pretty warm.
When he has an ability to be a linebacker, it looked like he got his left hand on that football. He did. What a play! Can rush the quarterback this time. Has to
just missed on a touchdown on slant. 2nd and 10 here. 2:59 to play here in the game. 2:59, and Mills gets sacked.
Number 97. What a
Damn, he went down hard. Jesus.
This isn't fair. You know, he's been having his way with Green, and now he goes.
I don't know. I didn't really look at the temperature today. Didn't pay attention.
He's beaten right off the ball. He's so quick with that.
Probably somewhere in the 60s.
300-pound guy. It's over. I mean, and
I would imagine.
It's the worst nightmare for any quarterback. We saw it last week in Tampa with Brady. That interior pressure. There's just nothing you can do when you get beat in the inside like that.
3 sacks, a career high. It's 3rd and 19. Mills fires, picked off inside the 4. Bradbury, flag is down.
Ooh. It's been warm here, 70. It was probably up. It could have been that high. How did they pick it?
Where did the flag come in?
Illegal shift. Offense.
It was declined.
Result of the play. First down.
Eagles picked it off. Yep, that's what I thought. Hey, Houston played a pretty good game. They gave us a solid effort here tonight. They at least gave us a game for like 3 quarters anyway. They stuck around, kept it at 3 to 4 points, and then they just lost it there. I mean, they had lost it previously, but like, you know. Hey, at least we got one hell of a try from Houston tonight. That was awesome. Completely out of nowhere.
That's why they've come up with so many turnovers on the year. They lead the entire league coming in.
I'd be doing likes and everything. I didn't even check that out in a while. Let me see. Dang, it's got a lot of views. Holy crap. 32 likes too. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Very kind. If you haven't left one and you want to, go ahead. I'd appreciate it. But, you know, we have over 30, so I'm pretty happy with that. Thank you. And that'll go to the 2-minute warning here now. You know, one thing they could do to improve the NFL is make the 2-minute warning an optional thing. Like, it's an automatic timeout, but it, like, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know. Never mind. That's unfair to a team that might not have the ball. Never mind. They just get rid of the 2-minute warning. If a team's winning, they can elect not to take it. Like, that doesn't seem like a good solution. All right. Oh shit. Commercial break. So they're playing music anyway. I don't know what they're doing. Feels like a really quick 2-minute warning if they're gonna go right back to. They're just trying to get this fucking game over with. Is that really the 2-minute warning? What was that? They didn't even go to commercials. Even the league's like, let's just get this game off the fucking air. Damn, that was the fastest 2-minute warning in my entire life. Does anyone else agree with that statement right there? That was the whole 2-minute warning. I swear to God, I've been in 2-minute warnings that felt like they took 10 minutes before. That literally lasted, unless I just blanked out and missed 10 minutes of my life, or a minute of my life. Which I don't think happened. I almost remember everything. I was rambling. That was a fast 2-minute warning. Maybe I'm imagining it. I don't know.
The rest of the year is going to be watching him and evaluating. To your point earlier, with the draft coming up, you know, in the spring.
Can't believe the Texans actually took a timeout right there. It's kind of. That's annoying behavior by the Texans. Just let the game end. Well, they think they're about to come back and win. No, we still got a chance if we stop the clock as often as... Oh, this is disrespectful. They're just showing C.J. Stroud and all the quarterbacks the Texans could be looking to draft. This feels very mean. Poor Mills. There's like all these options for the Texans at quarterback next year. It's just like, damn. It kind of sucks to be you there, kid. Damn, they shoved Goddard out of bounds. Yeah, Alexander, I agree with that. I don't know what the fuck the Texans are doing. That's annoying.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense number 68. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay third down.
Yes, you hear it. But I guess Philly's calling timeouts, or the Texans are calling timeouts for some reason.
Eagles first team positive differential each of the first 8 games since the 70s.
First team with positive turnover differential in each of first 8 games since 1972 Steelers. Good stat for the Eagles defense. Good stat for their offense. Means they're protecting the ball and taking it away. That could explain a 7-0 record very easily. Usually if you win all 8 of the turnover battles, you have a very good shot of winning every single game you play. Especially at this level, because, you know, the competition is like a little bit different in like skill and coaching. But it's all so close that like the turnover battle could be the big thing. Texans need more help than oh, they need, yeah, Texans are in a full-on rebuild, like a whole reformulation of a franchise. They played good tonight, though. I don't know. Give them some credit. They sure did a lot better than I think everybody thought they were going to. That's for certain. I really wish Houston wasn't calling timeouts right here. This is retarded behavior. I'm sorry to use that one, but it's like, come on. What do you guys do? It's like, Houston, we get it. You're like doing like the right thing you're supposed to do in these moments. You know, call timeouts and, you know, keep the... Maybe they're just doing a dry run for when they're in a real game one day.
What a great skill set he has.
So it's 4th down and 1.
And we got to get our practice.
Let's see what they have in mind here. It's 4th and 1. And they're just going to try to draw them offside. Yeah, I mean, to go for it here and not make it. Well,
and they hike it, and
timeout is called first.
They're going to call him short. I think the initial call was short. They should keep Mills. I don't know. Mills isn't the greatest. He's taking a major step down. Oh, Eagles took a timeout, actually. Play never happened. Eagles took a timeout.
But if you run the play, you run the risk of, you know, you give the Texans some semblance of a chance with a short field on a 4th down.
Well, you got this big offensive line. You got an athletic.
Can they get the first? Bum bum.
They run it again.
They won't run it up the middle. They'll go outside if they do.
Still trying to draw.
As soon as they kneel, we can stop watching the game. It's like, well, we know the game's over, but like these idiot goddamn Texans keep calling timeouts and shit.
Gonna be close.
First down.
And they rule it a first down. Over the protestations.
Eagles will retain, and looks like they'll have a, you know, hopefully we can just maybe see a kneel and the Eagles let it go, or the Texans let it go. I think they are. I think they're letting the clock run, so.
Kind of leave that up to their imagination. I didn't think he got it initially.
Neither did I. I mean, you know, at what point?
Yeah, I don't disagree. Let Mills just kind of stopgap, because I don't think getting a quarterback next year fixes the team at all. I actually agree with that sentiment a little bit. They're probably a year or two away from needing to go get a QB.
Turns out to be no problem. Yes, Sirianni says, you got it. Well, so what did we learn tonight? We learned that Pierce is a...
All right, that's that. Eagles kneel it out. That'll end the game. Well, that was a good one. Surprisingly, a hell of a lot better than what we thought we were going to get. I didn't think at 29. I thought this might be like a halftime, like 29-7 type score, where we're all kind of like, well, there really isn't much whole point of doing the second half of this game. But hey, at least we got a good one. Stayed close until the end. Texans put up a pretty solid performance, despite, you know, looking pretty bad at the end. But again, the Eagles kind of put it on in the second half. At least at halftime, it was a tie game, right? You know, the Texans kind of just didn't do anything for the entire second half. That was they weren't able to keep up with their torrid pace that they set at the beginning of the game. They tuckered themselves out. But hey, we got a good first half at least. Stopgap. Yep, that's the right word. Yeah, that's a perfect word for what Mills could be. Nice stopgap quarterback. I'm closing that shit. How long do I want to stay alive? I don't know, a few more minutes. That was a fun stream though, everybody. I appreciate it. It was a lot of good chatting going on. Thank you to everyone who left a like too. I appreciate that. Very kind. As always, we're gonna be live again tomorrow. Not really sure what I'm gonna do. Could game, could fuck around and do some like gaming stuff, or we'll figure it out. Could just be NFL. But again, on Saturday we do our preview stream, so that'll be Week 9 preview where we go over Sunday and Monday's games, and then Sunday we have football to react to. Sunday is the kind of like red zone-y type stream where you guys can talk about random stuff. We mention other scores, but we focus on the Patriots game. And Sunday night football, then Monday night football. So yeah, we're busy pretty much all the way around. And thank you to everyone who subscribed. We went up quite a few subscribers during the stream too, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I think like 6 or 7 people. Could be a few more. Thank you to Fernando for the donations as well. Appreciate that. Very kind, very kind. Vegas had 46. Oof. So that means if you guess the over, you got it then, right? If you guessed 4.5, 45.5, then it had to be 46. Rode K. Yeah, I'm getting close. Could actually happen before the end of the year, which is crazy. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I'd be very, very shocked if we actually somehow hit the 8,000 goal by the end of the year, because that was the unlikely milestone number we set. We're like, all right, if we can get to 8,000 by the end of the year, that'd be pretty crazy. So I'm pretty excited about that. Nice to see my channel getting a little growth again. Yeah, we're at 79.10 or something like that. We're doing good. We got a lot of, nice to see a bit of growth again. Appreciate it from everybody. Yeah, they gave us, at least they gave us a little bit of a show. That's my only, like, defense of them. Oh, I forgot to do my power rankings. Oh, well. Oh, shit, where'd I go? I'll do them tomorrow. Not a big deal. I don't really notice when I went outside. I didn't notice it was cold, so it was pretty relevant. But it's like 57 right now, so it's not that cold. I went outside earlier in the day. All right, though. I think I'm all tapped out. I don't really have much else to talk about. Oh, yeah, I mean, I probably wore these shorts out earlier, too. I'll just put a jacket on if it's cold. My legs don't get cold. Like, that's like, it's like a weird thing. Like, I like, my legs just like don't have like a cold receptors or something. But like, my upper body, unless it's really cold. Like, if it's like, it has to be like really, really like below freezing for my legs to be like, oh yeah, we need pants. But my upper body tends to run pretty fucking chilly, so that's why I always wear like sweatshirts and like coats and shit. I don't know why I'm fucking so poorly like like insulated. I don't know a better word for it. It's just like all my insulation went into my legs or something. I don't know. Terrible build. All right, though. Thank you guys so much for a great night. I appreciate it. We'll be live again tomorrow night for some kind of stream. I'm not sure exactly what. Hopefully something pops up, and I feel like gaming or something like that as well. One of the two. So, all right. Have a good one, everybody. Have a good rest of your evening whenever you watch this. Yada, yada, yada. All that YouTube stuff. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for all that stuff, and blah, 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 blah. All right. Yeah, I don't have anything else. All right, any last second things anyone needs to get out? Give it like 30 seconds, not even, like 5. Eagles looked good. I would like to see them against a good team. Unfortunately, it looks like they don't play anyone. Yeah, I mean, they played Dallas, so Dallas is all right. But again, it kind of depends on what your quality or qualifications of what a good, I like mixed two words up. Qualifications of what a good team would be. All right, though, everybody. I'm going to get out of here. Unless there's anything really quickly after that. Give it like 10 more seconds. All right. All right, then. All right. We'll be live again tomorrow and Saturday, of course, both those days. So hopefully tune into one of them. If not, I'll see you Sunday for more NFL, like watching the games and kind of hanging out. So, all right. Peace out. Have a good rest of your night. Go Lions, go Tigers. And of course, it's always go Patriots. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. And,